in river area or river section, last topic of the river, the peninsular rivers. Yesterday I also suggested that a summary is very much required. And once you make the summary, then in case of the river, you can compare the river. And then after that, you can write down some projects. Suppose Indus Basin project, Ganga Basin project, Brahmaputra Basin project with their diagram. If you do it, then it will be easy for you in single page entire information about the Himalayan rivers. Because you will not forget the flow of the river, but you can forget the projects. Even one more thing you can do, you can take the blank map of the India only showing the outlines of the Indian states. And then in that map, you can show the Indus River, Jhelum River, which state it is passing through, in which Punjab is also given, Himachal is also given, the boundaries are given only. It will maintain the accuracy. So you may do that part also. You can pin up also, stick one blank map only showing the outlines. Okay, Uttarakhand, then the UP boundary, then which side. So that will be useful in the river section with more accuracy, and with the projects you can write down Kishan Ganga project, and also the project Baglihar, Pakal Dul, Retal or Kirukwar in Indus Basin, Tehri project, and the tributaries of the Ganga, like we have the also the river, the Arun river पे डैम बने हैं, अरुण डैम, या फिर चंबल रिवर पर डैम है, गांधी सागर, जवाहर सागर, राणा सागर, रिहंद रिवर पर रिहंद डैम, and Tehri Dam of course. Brahmaputra river zone में for example we discuss Subansiri Dam or Siang Dam, Teesta Dam, some names, even Chungthang Dam recently that got collapsed. So this part you can write down. I have mentioned, you can make a summary and then you can write down in that. But yesterday the topic was Brahmaputra. In the last Brahmaputra, one more part we can discuss here, that is the Sundarban Delta. Till now, one idea we got that the Tibet, then the Arunachal Assam, main distance in Tibet, but then the India and Bangladesh. It is a flow of the Brahmaputra river. Yalang Zangbo or Sengpo or Siang or Dihang or Brahmaputra or Jamuna. But one more side, which river is coming here? The river Ganga. Ganga, for example, from this way, and Ganga river is one part of the Ganga is going in Bangladesh as a Padma, and one part is also going as a Hooghly. And it is the Ganga flow. And once these river falling into which bay? Bay of Bengal, then here more sedimentation. And these sediments are being deposited over here, Hooghly and Padma Jamuna combination here. And which formation then? This formation here in that zone, Sundarban Delta. But in making Sundarban Delta, one more river is playing the role, and this river is called by another name, the river Barak or Meghna river. Which river? River Barak or Meghna. One more river comes from the northeastern area of the India and then going to Bangladesh, and this river is called as Barak or Meghna river. That is also contributing to form the Sundarban Delta. So the river, this one, for example, river Ganga, and this river, the river Brahmaputra, and the river here we call, at this location we call this river by which name? Barak river. And then this same river is known by which name in Bangladesh? Meghna river. So Barak or Meghna same. So it is here. But one question is there, that this entire area that we call by which name? Sundarban Delta. Sundarban Delta means single river or three rivers? Which three river? Ganga, Brahmaputra and Barak or the Meghna, Sundarbans or Sundarban Delta. Because of the forest area, it is also the kind of mangrove forest, Sundarbans. But due to sediment deposition, large deposition, we say the delta. And Sundarban Delta is which kind of delta? It is the largest delta in the world. If it is largest delta, not only India, Bangladesh, but also worldwide, it means that these rivers bring more sediment, less sediments. So if I ask you, Himalayan river known to bring huge amount of sediment, normal amount of sediments, huge amount of sediment. Because if delta, the largest delta in the world, though bigger river we have Nile river, Amazon river, Yangtze, Huanggo, and many more rivers are bigger than the Ganga, Brahmaputra, even though their delta is smaller. It means that Himalayan rivers are known to bring huge amount of sediment, faster flow, sedimentary structure, more sediments, especially Brahmaputra. But even this river Barak. But question is that here Ganga is called by which name? In Bangladesh, Padma, and also the Brahmaputra called which name? Jamna. And Padma Jamna once join this water we basically should we say that Ganga is a tributary of Brahmaputra if they join in Bangladesh as a Padma Jamna combination. So do we call this way that this river Ganga is a tributary of Brahmaputra or vice versa, Brahmaputra is a tributary of Ganga if they are meeting here? We don't say like that. Rather we say these are the independent rivers. But why despite meeting this tag is not given that Ganga is a tributary of Brahmaputra? We never listen this part. We have never seen any book. Because they are meeting in the beginning or in the last? In the last. And it is accepted that if river joining near delta very close to the coastal area, then this joining is not considered the meeting point. Rather it is considered that these are meeting in the last, these could be considered the independent rivers. So जब नदियाँ लास्ट से मिलती हैं उसको माना नहीं जाता कि ये मिल गए, ट्रिब्यूटरीज नहीं माना जाते एक दूसरे के. इट इज इनजस्टिस इफ वी से गंगा इज a tributary of Brahmaputra and vice versa. Because these are for thousand kilometer running parallel, you can say running in different areas, having no connection except in the last area here. So once river join in the deltaic area or in the very close to sea level, very close to ocean area, then it is not called the kind of tributaries. So अगर ट्रिब्यूटरी कहलाना है तो क्या होगा? पहले मिलना होगा या बिल्कुल लास्ट में आके मिलना होगा? पहले, बाद में मिले तो क्या मिले, इसको आप नलीफाई करेंगे लास्ट में मिलने को. तो डेल्टा इज दैट एरिया इफ रिवर ज्वाइन. सो बराक रिवर इज ऑल्सो इंडिपेंडेंट रिवर वी कंसिडर और ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ जमुना पचमा यू कैन से it is also the independent river. So any river joining in very close to ocean in deltaic area, then their status will remain independent. So Barak river and Ganga Brahmaputra river, these are the independent river system, but they meet them in each other in which areas? In deltaic side. So Barak river or Meghna river. And this particular entire area, if you just compare in the map, then which country has maximum deltaic area? Bangladesh. So after partition, 60% Sundarban in Bangladesh and 40% remaining in India. 60% area of the Sundarban, the Bangladesh. Sundarban. Remaining 40% in India. This. And of course, sea level is rising further due to global warming. Sundarban Delta is submerging as well near the coastal line. Ocean is also. So Barak River. But regarding Barak River, you can notice here, Barak River is originating from one state of the India. Which state? Source of the Barak or Meghna, Manipur. In some internets, you can say the kind of sites, it is mentioned Nagaland is the region where this river is originating. It is wrong. It is Manipuri hills, Senapati district in Manipur area. So Manipur, the source of the Barak river. But after Manipur, definitely this river is also going little bit Nagaland side, and Nagaland to Assam, and Assam to which country? Bangladesh. So Manipur, Nagaland, Assam, Bangladesh flow. For example, this river first, this Manipur, then going to Nagaland, then this region, the Assam. But in which area it is called Meghna River? Same Barak River in India, but in Bangladesh the name become which name? The Meghna. Bangladesh में Barak river become Meghna, just like Ganga become Padma and Brahmaputra become Jamuna. So if we say the name of Ganga Padma in Bangladesh, Brahmaputra is also known as Jamuna, and river Barak is known by which name? Meghna. And Padma, Jamuna, Meghna, and which part of the Ganga also that area? Hooghly. All together having deposition of the sediments in that area, and entire area we call by which name? The Sundarban Delta. So it is also about the kind of last section here. But Brahmaputra river is more in Tibet area, as a Yarlung, Zangbo or Sangpo. Then recent time China is trying to control this river, considering it is sizable length in Tibet. And China is not making dam in the beginning of Brahmaputra. Rather, China is making dam very close to Indian border, Arunachal side. And we are observing that series of dams China is building up in this area. And these dams you can see in recent times. And you know, once any country is making number of dams, series of dams, then this country can divert the water, or all of a sudden can release the water. It may lead to water crisis if more water is diverted, if more water suddenly released, causing flood as well. So of course, it is a genuine concern of India and Bangladesh both, because India and Bangladesh is lower riparian than the China or Tibet area. So uh, Chinese controlling the Tibet and many rivers coming from Tibet, and China having the advantage. So Tibet is not only a kind of area where Chinese, after controlling Tibet, increase their area, but Tibet is also the zone of the rivers. Mighty rivers of the world originating from the Tibet area. Which river originating? Indus. And also the Brahmaputra, also the Satluj river, also the Ghagra river, also the Kosi river, also the Manas river, also the Lohit river. So many famous Indian rivers, but even though other river as well, like the longest river of the China and the longest river of the Asia, and also the third longest overall after Nile Amazon, Yangtze river of the China, also from the Tibet. Even Huangho river of the China, yellow river that we call, from Tibet area. Even one famous river, Mekong river, also from Tibet. तिब्बत इज कॉल्ड इज वाटर टावर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. तो तिब्बत को कभी कभी क्या कहा जाता है? वाटर टावर. So that was a strategic part from the Chinese side, controlling the Tibet means controlling the fresh water. And of course, in future, this kind of water wars could also be ensued or begin, because the water would be the very critical thing. And Chinese are having the larger control on the water because of the Tibet they control right now. And of course, we know which rivers are coming, you can say, and many rivers originating from Tibet. For example, one river is which river? Yangtze. One river is which river? Huangho. Huangho is also called by another name which river? Yellow river, because yellow particle it brings. But which river is the biggest river in this area? Yangtze. And other than Yangtze, one more river going to Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Mekong river, falling into South China Sea. UPSC asking this kind of question in the world geography section. But also Tibet is having the source of river Indus and river Brahmaputra, and also river Satluj and river Kosi and river Lohit, river Subansiri, many river coming to India, and so on. Ghagra. Can you recall this part? Already we discussed even one more river, Manas river. These are important rivers coming to India. Indus, Brahmaputra, Satluj, Kosi, Lohit, Subansiri, Ghagra, Manas. Origin in Tibet. So that is one advantage to the China. And we have to make sure that China should not deprive many countries from the water. And many countries complaining the domination of the China. For example, on Mekong River, China developed many dams. Then Thailand complained, Vietnam complained, Cambodia complained. And similarly, it is a turn of the Indian Bangladesh as well. Series of dam on Brahmaputra. But why China did not take interest on Indus system? The reason you are aware of that Indus is very small section or large section in Tibet, a small section. So China is aware of very less water is available there. But Brahmaputra is sizable journey in the Tibet, collecting many tributaries from Tibet and then mighty river, especially near Arunachal border. But still, if China made the dam, Zangmo Dam, Jiacha Dam, many more dams here, we were not worried. But recently, 2 3 years back, China announced in COVID time that China would develop the largest hydro in the world. And we must take this information seriously because already largest hydro having which country having the largest hydro? China. And China on the Yangtze River already has one dam, Three Gorges Dam. Which dam? Three Gorges Dam. So this dam in the world right now, number one dam, Three Gorges Dam, largest hydro. So much water got collected in the reservoir of this dam that it is being discussed by the scientists or you can say the scholars that too much water at one place changing the gravity a little bit. Mass of water so much in one position, even the earth is having some slower speed. It was also reported. Though it is matter of the science, a microsecond it is not going to affect us. But even though it is a gigantic size, you can say the dam structure with lots of water holding capacity, the Three Gorges Dam, and the single dam having the 22,500 megawatt capacity right now. But recently, China announced that on Brahmaputra or Yarlung Zangbo, China is building up another hydro. Another hydro plant got announced or construction going on now. So under construction. Near which area? Near Indian border. Which peak? Near Namcha Barwa. Very close to Indian border. Where Brahmaputra taking the U-turn after cutting the Namcha Barwa here. This position the project here. And what is the capacity China announced here? More than 50,000 megawatt. Very close to 60,000 megawatt reports are coming up. Double of or more than double of the largest hydro already. Then of course it will change the hydrological aspects of the entire region. So it is matter of the concern for the northeastern area and Bangladesh area because if China suddenly releasing the water, it may lead to massive flood. Or China may divert the water as well. Then it may lead to water crisis in many areas. So though Tibet is now part of the China, China can do it. But which thing we will definitely protect the interests of the people. Suppose disasters. And this area is seismic prone area or normal area? Seismic prone. So one genuine ground is there that already seismic zone 5, very high risk area this one in terms of earthquake potential. Already powerful earthquake hit in the past in those zones. 1950, 15th August, one powerful earthquake, more than 8.5 on the Richter scale. So this zone is a zone where China announced recently one dam near Namcha Barwa, 50,000 megawatt capacity. That is the seismic zone 5. What is the meaning of seismic zone 5? Earthquake, very high risk. In case a powerful earthquake hit here and cracks in the dam, then kind of water it is collecting, it can also damage the entire zone. Very high risk zone. Very high risk in terms of earthquake. The northeast has history of the earthquake or no history of the earthquake. Powerful earthquake hit in the past in the northeast, especially Arunachal side, where lots of fault lines, fracture lines are there. And near Namcha Barwa, this zone is, despite this, China is doing this because of the kind of technology, the kind of financial leverage and the technological superiority as well. Big dam China is having there. So, which thing is advice for India also? India, first of all, should discuss not only with Bangladesh but also with China. That share the data. How much water you would release in advance? You have to tell us. So China, this dam of China indicating India must ask which data, hydrological data of Brahmaputra river, how much water at a given time coming from China. In advance, if China would give us data that after 3 days, lots of water will be given to India from Brahmaputra and may lead to flood, then what we will do? Whatever dams in our northeastern area, we will keep too much water, or in advance we will release also the water release, so that buffer space is created, extra water is given, then our dams are not collapsed. So that data is very much important. एडवांस में हम भी पानी निकाल देंगे और वो पानी छोड़ेंगे तो उससे पहले कि डैम टूटे या गेट खोलने पड़े सडन. So hydrological data sharing is very much important. And Bangladesh also, with India and China, this data Bangladesh must get, so that Bangladesh projects also not affected, or Bangladesh also. So hydrological data sharing is the need of the hour. But another thing what we can do, monitoring of this area as well. Monitoring. If China out of turn doing anything illegal, extra water that may lead to the kind of disaster in these areas, then the exposure of the Chinese design here on international front also. Monitoring. Even many countries like the American satellites helping, European satellite also helping, they have been giving the data to India, accurate pictures. So the countries are worried the way China is doing in neighborhood, the kind of massive structure. So monitoring of these projects, because China can use Tibet territory, China can use this water, doesn't mean it can lead to disaster in that area. Natural justice will prevail here. So monitoring of the project is also needed here. And also one more thing India can do, which thing? Suppose China could release extra water, then we must have some storage. So that extra water if China releasing, then we have to store in that. And if China is reducing the water flow, that time we can use that water for our people. So for the storage, we need further dam. So China forcing India also to develop the dam. So in the neighborhood of Namcha Barava, one dam we are making, Dibang Dam. Which dam? Dibang Dam. Dibang Dam is also Dibang River, very close to Brahmaputra and very close to meeting point with Brahmaputra. Then in this side, this river, and one dam here. So one dam also recently announced by India that we will complete. What is the role of the Dibang Dam? Dibang Dam would be the highest dam, having lots of capacity of storing the water. So India is also going for Dibang Dam. Dibang Dam, which kind of dam it would be in future? Highest dam of the India. Extra water released by the China, then of course some water would be taken up by Dibang Dam reservoir, highest dam of the India. So these are the counter move, monitoring plus demanding the hydrological data, plus also creating many more dams in our neighborhood. But of course, this entire war of the hydrological part, it may make this area or northeastern area vulnerable or stable area vulnerable. But we have to even accept it that any time extra water release, then we must have some storage facility over here. China necessarily putting India and Bangladesh to have more and more dams southward or downward, so that in any eventuality we can take care of our own interest. So it is about the Brahmaputra river. So which river is more in the news because of the international issues, India and China? The Brahmaputra or Indus river, Brahmaputra? Can you tell me that this part which we discussed, the Brahmaputra river here, that series of dams by China and also India is also pursuing many dams on Brahmaputra. तो पूरा जोन ये डैम वाला हो गया है नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न एरिया. So and Bangladesh is also trying the best to do this. So this is the part is required in the Brahmaputra river. So I do suggest that once you do any river, take the current affairs as well. It will be meaningful if we have the current affairs as well. And if any current affairs later on also you can update. So I am sure that through the magazine you will be getting the information of current affairs classes. But in between you can discuss with us as well regarding any current affairs of any part. And you can update yourself as well. But updation is very much needed. And diagrams are the best way to understand the things here. So if I ask you, India and China has any agreement on rivers or not? Unlike Pakistan, unlike Bangladesh, we don't have any agreement with China on Brahmaputra or Indus. And that China is trying to get the benefit as well. But doesn't mean if no treaty, no agreement, China could do anything. So we have to make sure if China is doing anything unnecessarily causing problem in this area, we can expose at the UN front or many more ways are there. Because image of any country is also very much important, and every country is sensitive to its image as well. So we can expose. And same thing America or many more Western world demanding if China does anything wrong, then it must be exposed as well. That's why monitoring is also needed by satellite picture. So it is about the entire discussion, Indus, then the Ganga and Brahmaputra, and we can come to which part now? Peninsular river. So in Brahmaputra, we have to focus upon the present status as well, Chinese interference on Brahmaputra system. Yes, please. Which river? Chindivin river is a kind of river of Myanmar. Suppose one river of Myanmar, our neighborhood, Chindivin. Chindivin as such is not passing through the India, but Chindivin tributaries, for example, Manipur, some Manipur hills, some rivers of the India going to Myanmar, meeting with the Chindivin. So Chindivin is not the independent river. One more river there, Irrawaddy river of the Myanmar. So Chindivin is a tributary of Irrawaddy river. And this river is in which country? Myanmar. And even the tributaries of Chindivin, few tributaries of Chindivin coming from which state? Manipur, Nagaland, and meeting with Chindivin. So ultimately, Myanmar, India shared some river basin or not? Yes. Just like India, Pakistan sharing, just like India, Bangladesh sharing, just like India, Nepal sharing, India, Bhutan sharing, India, Tibet sharing. Of course. Hmm? Hmm? No, that is wrong actually. Lohit river is tributary of Brahmaputra. If this map is there, then you can just keep aside that part. But as far as Chindivin is concerned, Chindivin a famous river, which country? Myanmar. Which region? Arakan mountainside. And this river is ultimately meeting with one big river of the Myanmar, which river? Irrawaddy river. But some tributaries of Chindivin also coming from Manipur, Nagaland and meeting with the Chindivin. So India is also contributing in Myanmar water through the Chindivin support. So that is a party. नामचबरवा राइट नाउ इन कंट्रोल ऑफ चाइना. सो नामचबरवा जो लोकेशन है इस समय किसी कंट्रोल में, चाइना के कंट्रोल में. बट वी कंसीडर दैट हाफ ऑफ द नामचबरवा शुड बी इन इंडिया, वन साइड शुड बी द. बट राइट नाउ द नामचबरवा इन द कंट्रोल ऑफ द चाइना, वेरी क्लोज टू इंडियन बॉर्डर अरुणाचल. यस, यस प्लीज. Actually, once India and Bangladesh both objected on worldwide forum, many forum, then China announced that this dam would be runoff river. We will not use any big dam over here. Rather, runoff river technology through tunnel or penstock, that is one technical term. Water will be released in this band, so quickly बहते हुए पानी से एनर्जी निकाली जाएगी, पानी रोका नहीं जाएगा. But we are not having this conviction that what China says, what China does, there is a discrepancy. So we have to monitor ourselves as well. Not allowing China any leverage to divert the water or all of a sudden releasing the water. Though China claiming it is runoff river technology. What would be the drawback of encroachment of the deltaic area? Suppose Sundarban Delta, if basically many houses we develop, then once is deltaic area and we make houses here. Encroaching means we are occupying that area. Generally people live in that area. Then fertile land is lost. Plus which another problem can come up. In this way, some trees are there in that zone like mangrove, then deforestation, of course. And mangroves are counter against the cyclone and many more events, holding the soil as well, coastal erosion as well. So encroachment of delta means damaging the delta, not only from fertile angle, but also the coastal erosion will increase because deforestation will also take place. This area, deltaic area, free from forest, or these are trees, lots of trees are there. And these trees we call by which name? Sundar. Sundari tree hota hai mainly. कौन सा tree? Sundari trees. Which tree these are? Mangrove trees. So of course, deltaic area में normally encroachment is causing soil loss and coastal erosion by deforestation. That could be the difference depending upon the kind of flow of the water and sediment amount, of course. But Mekong is also one of the largest delta. So Mekong Delta is also famous delta in Vietnam side. But we have to say that as far as kind of Sundarban Delta, size-wise are the biggest delta. Mekong though is smaller and shape-wise also it could be different. There are different kind of delta, fan type or also the arcuate delta or budfoot delta, many more terms are there, or that will be discussed in your physical geography part as well, the discussion on this part. But I am sure that once you keep the interest in any part, automatically facts will come to you. It is my conviction in my preparation that if suppose I just come here, we also study a lot. But that study is based on the feel part or interesting part. कि suppose knowledge को हम इसलिए नहीं करेंगे कि केवल एग्ज़ाम देना है, बल्कि थोड़ा बहुत इंटरेस्ट भी रखेंगे टाइम बीइंग के लिए. वो इंटरेस्ट ही आपको काफ़ी इन्फॉर्मेशन दे देगा करंट अफेयर्स की. तो वी नीड नॉट टू वरी रिगार्डिंग करंट अफेयर्स, बट वी हैव टू स्टिक सॉलिड इन अवर विच पार्ट, कॉन्सेप्चुअल पार्ट. धीरे धीरे सब कुछ आ जाता है जितना नीडेड है, पर उसके बाद भी नॉलेज लिमिटेड है. कुछ पार्ट मुझे भी पता नहीं होगा, पूछेंगे तो ये करेक्ट है बिल्कुल. हाँ, उसके लिए फिर मैं देखूंगा और मेकॉन्ग डेल्टा और एग्जैक्ट क्या डिफरेंस है दोनों में. हाँ, so we have to accept it कि despite all our efforts still we have the lacking in our knowledge, but comparatively we must be good. So in less time, what is the best way to handle the questions, handle the mains, PT, both exams? Then conceptual portion you need not to compromise, in which you must revise many times and consolidating it. If you are missing the facts, it is okay. Nobody can mug up all the facts. But conceptual part पर solid होंगे तो facts भी आ ही जाएंगे धीरे धीरे आपके पास. Now the turn of which rivers? Yes, please. No. Barak river is also known as Meghna in Bangladesh. Till Assam it is Barak. Till Manipur Nagaland is Barak. As soon as this river entering, एक्चुअली ये रिवर भी बराक रिवर है जो मणिपुर हिल से आई. पहले ये मणिपुर स्टेट, नागालैंड स्टेट एंड असम, बट वेरी क्लोज टू बांग्लादेश बॉर्डर इन असम दिस रिवर बाइफर्क इनटू टू पार्ट्स. कोई हिल आ जाती है, इससे डिवीज़न हो जाता है, फिर वापस मिल जाती है ये रिवर. तो दिस रिवर इज़ लाइक दैट. बट इन दिस एरिया वी आर कॉलिंग बाई विच नेम दिस रिवर? मेघना. एंड दिस सेक्शन वी कॉल बराक. एंड दिस एरिया इज विच एरिया? One side Assam and one side you can say Assam and Bangladesh border. And इस सेक्शन में इस रिवर का एक और भी नाम है फॉर एग्जाम्पल द सेम बराक रिवर के दो पार्ट हो जाते हैं हिलाने पर यहाँ पर. इस पार्ट को हम कहते हैं सुरमा रिवर. विच रिवर? सुरमा रिवर. And this part of the river we call Kushiara river. Which river? Kushiara river. So Surma Kushiara, two parts of which river? River Barak. At the border of which two countries? India, Bangladesh. Again this hurdle is removed, then river joining Surma Kushiara. Then after joining again, this river is called by Barak now or Meghna now? Meghna. एंड रिसेंटली कुशियारा रिवर भी न्यूज़ में था करंट अफेयर्स में लास्ट ईयर. एंड कुशियारा रिवर पर इंडिया बांग्लादेश डिड वन एग्रीमेंट. इंडिया बांग्लादेश एग्रीमेंट ऑन कुशियारा. तो कुशियारा को ना हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरी कहेंगे ना हम ट्रिब्यूटरी कहेंगे, बल्कि दो डिवीज़न हो जाते हैं ऐसे, फिर मिल जाते हैं रिवर ये. तो रिवर चलते चलते डिवाइड भी होती हैं, फिर मिल जाती हैं. But distributaries means after division they are not meeting and they are rather falling into ocean. Like Hooghly River, Padma River distributaries. This agreement is about what? That Kushiara water is coming from Assam to Bangladesh, correct? In case of the Bangladesh, one more agreement is pending, that is Teesta River. So continuously Bangladesh is demanding more water from the India, that India holding the water by making many dams. Then being the friendly country to India, present government of the Bangladesh also pro-India. So we have also given them this kind of cooperation that, okay, if you can't get the water of Teesta right now, but we can give you the water from other river, like Kushiara river. Because Kushiara water is not useful in Assam, it is more than enough in Assam. So we decided to give some water to Bangladesh, extra water of Kushiara, surplus water of Kushiara to which country? बांग्लादेश. सरप्लस टू बांग्लादेश. तो हम पानी को रोक नहीं रहे हैं कुशियारा के, बल्कि मैक्सिमम पानी हम बांग्लादेश के लिए छोड़ रहे हैं. सो कुशियारा इज़ वन काइंड ऑफ एग्रीमेंट, कुशियारा एग्रीमेंट, दैट इज़ पार्ट ऑफ द बराक और मेघना, इंडिया बांग्लादेश बॉर्डर. एंड सरप्लस वाटर ऑफ कुशियारा इज बीइंग गिवन टू बांग्लादेश मोर. दैट इज़ द रीसेंट एग्रीमेंट. रीसेंट एग्रीमेंट. Yes. Final name, suppose if I say which river this one that is coming to this side, can you tell me the name? Okay, Padma. Which river has come here? Jamuna. Jamuna is bigger. Brahmaputra is more water. After meeting this river is for some distance called as Padma. गंगा को पद्मा को प्रेफरेंस दी गई है बांग्लादेश में, इसको ज्वाइन होने को पद्मा. बट ये वाला पार्ट जो फरक्का के आसपास से विच पार्ट ऑफ द रिवर दिस वन? हुगली रिवर. एंड विच रिवर ऑल्सो हैज कम फ्रॉम दिस साइड? बराक. बराक का दिस पार्ट वी कॉल विच नेम? कुशियारा. दिस पार्ट वी कॉल सुरमा. देन अगेन ज्वाइनिंग, देन दिस रिवर वी कॉल विच नेम? मेघना. And this Meghna, M for Meghna, and this part of here we call Barak, but these two branches we call Surma and Kushiara. On which part agreement with India? Kushiara. But you know, after Meghna got joined, then this water we call by which name? Here we call this water till this part is Padma, but this section we call Meghna. Which name? Last name is Meghna. तो बांग्लादेश में लास्ट वाटर को क्या कहा जाता है? पद्मा और जमुना और मेघना. मेघना. सो इट कॉल्ड एज मेघना इन द लास्ट, और इवन मेघना डेल्टा. दैट्स वाई इन बांग्लादेश दे वुड, सम पीपल विल कॉल सुंदरबन डेल्टा, बट सम पीपल ऑल्सो कॉल बाय विच नेम? मेघना डेल्टा. दे कॉल सुंदरबन डेल्टा इन बांग्लादेश मेघना डेल्टा एज वेल. सो names could be changed many times in any given area. So Brahmaputra initially called by which name in Bangladesh? Jamuna. And Ganga? Padma. Padma Jamuna combination again called by which name? Padma. And meeting with the Meghna, the last stretch is also called as Meghna. तो जब आप कंफ्यूज हो तो एक सिंपल डायग्राम बना के देख लें. And ये delta as a whole, including Hooghly, including Padma and Jamna combination, this side and this side, as a whole, we call which name? Delta, this one? सुंदरबन डेल्टा. सुंदरबन डेल्टा कहाँ से स्टार्ट होता है इंडिया में? किस प्लेस से स्टार्ट होता है? ये प्लेस क्या कहलाता है? फरक्का. फरक्का से स्टार्ट हो जाता है बांग्ला वेस्ट बंगाल में. फरक्का टाउन ऑनवर्ड्स इट इज विच डेल्टा? सुंदरबन. तो फरक्का इज द नॉर्दर्न मोस्ट एरिया ऑफ द सुंदरबन डेल्टा. फरक्का से क्या रेलिवेंस फरक्का की? आफ्टर रीचिंग फरक्का, गंगा डिवाइड इनटू टू पार्ट. विच टू पार्ट? हुगली एंड पद्मा. आफ्टर फरक्का टाउन. सो फरक्का से बिगिनिंग शुरू हो जाती है डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की एंड डेल्टाइक फॉर्मेशन की. लास्ट नेम ऑफ द कॉम्बिनेशन बांग्लादेश बाई विच नेम? इट इज पद्मा और जमुना और मेघना आफ्टर ज्वाइनिंग ऑल टुगेदर. Meghna. So in some books it is given Meghna Delta. After this information or kind of way, we understood that rivers are fascinating us and we are attached with the river cultural aspects, not only simply the water, and we basically call by the good names, ऐसे नेम जो हम कनेक्ट कर पाएँ अपने आप से. But peninsular rivers also important rivers, remaining rivers you can say. So now discuss the peninsular river. Seasonal rivers, if passing through the hard rock, shallow valleys, and also lack of sediment. Lack of sediment means not as much sediment as in Brahmaputra or Ganga or Indus or many tributaries of Himalayan zone, because these are passing through the hard rocks, and due to that they do meandering much or less meandering, minimum meandering, and these rivers are notorious to cause more flood, unlike Brahmaputra, unlike Ganga, or less flood. But these rivers unable to meet the demand being seasonal because no glacier support. And of course in central India, South India, Plateau India, these rivers are not able to fulfill the demand, so more drought or more flood in that area, more drought, and people too much dependent upon this water, and that's why deprivation of the water causing more dispute, less dispute in peninsular river, more dispute, because crisis is the genesis of the dispute. So despite high literacy rate in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka fighting over Kaveri, so crisis is more in south. So peninsular rivers are the lifeline of these areas, and any particular year less rainfall, then minimum water is available to them. So let me discuss peninsular river as well. But two kind of peninsular river we have, one going to Bay Bengal side, one going to Arabian Sea side. If any river going towards Bay Bengal or another set of the river Arabian Sea, then this flow we will call by which name? Is flowing rivers. And if falling into Arabian Sea or going towards Arabian Sea, the west flowing rivers. But you know, Plateau India having slope which side more? Eastward, westward, except Narmada Tapi, Rift Valley, eastward. So maximum river eastward, westward, eastward. So maximum water of the peninsula going towards Bay Bengal, approximately 90% water of peninsular rivers going to Bay Bengal. Dominance of the east flowing river. West flowing rivers not dominating in peninsular India, more flow eastward than the westward. So which topic first of all we have to discuss here? The east flowing river. So first we can take up the east flowing river. But what is the best way to remember the rivers? We can see peninsula as a whole, or we can divide again. Dividing the things means digesting the things in small bits, and at a given time more focus on a small area, then better retention. So we can divide peninsular section into many parts, east flowing, west flowing, further east flowing in many parts. For example, if you know the map, then these rivers are which kind of river? The east flowing, west flowing. The east flowing, for example, because slope of the peninsula plateau slightly tilted eastward, western side high, eastern side is low, correct? But one question is there, that which way we have to start. If is flowing river we have to discuss. Already is flowing. Then we can begin from one side, north side to south. That is general flow. First, we have discussed westward in North India, then central area the Ganga in North India, then the eastern Brahmaputra. Then we can come in east flowing river like here to here. So first of all, कौन सा plateau आएगा? Just you'll go to that, Chota Nagpur. So UPSC asking this kind of question, river of Chota Nagpur. And that is one of the way also retaining the information. We can divide Eastern Ghat River or Chota Nagpur side river, or which rivers are bigger river involving large plateau also. So first, which area we can pick here? Chota Nagpur. So if we discuss the river of the Chota Nagpur in east flowing rivers, then you can write down here east flowing river में rivers of Chota Nagpur. And in the map you are aware of, suppose it is the kind of map here, then which plateau is this one? The Chota Nagpur. कुछ ज़्यादा बड़ा हो जाए, हो जाने दीजिए अभी. हाँ. So one river of Chota Nagpur is the famous river. I am sure you know the name, River Damodar. Many more rivers are there. Mayurakshi River, Ajay River, Kangsabati River. Many more rivers are there, small rivers. But main river of Chota Nagpur, which river? River Damodar. So famous river, major river. Question UPSC asked also in the past, Damodar River. Damodar River in almost middle part of Chota Nagpur. Which part? Almost middle part. Here. This one. The river Damodar. But Damodar joining with which river here? Hooghly. So Damodar is a tributary of the Hooghly also we call. Tributary of Hooghly. And Hooghly is what? Distributary of Ganga. So can we say that being a part of the Hooghly river, Damodar is part of the Ganga basin? Correct. But it is in which category? Himalayan river, peninsular river, east flowing river, west flowing river, east flowing river. So if question comes, Damodar is part of the Ganga basin, it is also correct. If question comes, it is famous east flowing river, it is also correct. And this river, tributary of the Hooghly, a part of the Ganga basin, of course. But this river, map-wise, a river of which two state? Chota Nagpur means mainly which state? Jharkhand. So Jharkhand, and then which state? West Bengal. But this river is also having one more tag here. Which tag? That is called as Sorrow of Bengal. In the past, British time also, before the British also, Sorrow of Bengal means Bihar ka dukh, Kosi Nadi, and Bengal ka dukh, the Damodar. So why Sorrow of Bengal? Because it caused more flood. So Damodar river also known to bring more flood. It means Damodar has more water, less water? More water. Why more water in this area? Generally we know Plateau India is not having much water, because eastern area having which benefit is also there. Which monsoon wind reaching here? The southern monsoon, Bay Bengal moisture. So heavy rainfall in this area. So of course कहाँ पर ये ज़्यादा flood आएगी? Once this river in the plateau, the kind of area this zone, or here this part which is the Bengal low-lying area near Hooghly, very close to Hooghly side, where plateau is ending and plain again coming up, slow part, and then more water accumulation. So in Bengal area it is causing more flood. But to control flood, Government of India has taken some step. Though British also tried their best, but British couldn't do something extraordinary in that zone to control flood. But after independence, first major project of the river project of the India, first multi-purpose river valley project has been taken by Government of India? First multi-purpose river valley project. Called by which name? Damodar Valley Corporation. Just after independence, Damodar Valley Corporation to control flood and many more other benefit. Damodar Valley Corporation. Corporation. In short form, we call this DVC, Damodar Valley Corporation. Which year? 1948. But which kind of project it was? It was accepted that to control flood and many more benefit we can take up if we make series of dams, proper dam management. And single dam they preferred our engineer or series of dams here, series of dams, small dam but series of dams. And we have seen that small dams having the better control of flood and many more benefit, less burden on the ecology at single dam. So small dams, series of dam, one dam Jharkhand में, another dam, then this dam, even tributaries of the Damodar as well, small river. Series of dams have been taken up. UPSC asking question on this part as well. Those dams, series of dams. For example, one dam is Tilaiya Dam. Which dam? Tilaiya Dam. Also Maithon Dam. These kind of names are there. So maximum dam in Jharkhand and little bit in West Bengal side also. So UPSC asked this question, Maithon Dam on which river? Brahmaputra or Damodar? Damodar. In which state? Jharkhand state. A part of which corporation? Damodar Valley Corporation, the first multi-purpose river valley project. But what is the benefit? We make number of dam, series of dams. Then we can stop water place to place. And then if water is more here or here, we can divert the water by constructing canal. Then we can make several canal and then we can take the water through the canal also. So we can divert the water in large area. So diversion of water through Tilaiya Dam, Maithon Dam, Kona Dam, Panchayat Hill Dam, many more names of the dams in that area, series of dams. And once we divert the water, then we are controlling the flood in particular area. पानी को थोड़ा divert कर दिया. But how this water can be utilized? Same water can be given to the agricultural land of Jharkhand or West Bengal area. And which benefit will be there? Irrigation. And beside the flood control, also to control flood and irrigation benefit as well. Plus these dam, if we use turbines, then we can generate with energy also, hydropower. And tourism also, boating etc. tourism. So it is single purpose, multi-purpose. Multi-purpose. Britishers took up project but these were in isolation, either irrigation or hydro but not combined. But by that time, this technology already was there in the world, the multi-purpose in 1947 around. The USA also used this kind of project. We have followed the USA that time, multi-purpose. If we are making the dam to control the flood, why not irrigation, why not hydro, why not tourism? And for, you can say more than half century already there, these dams are still working, DVC. So DVC a famous project. तो यूपीएससी ने कई बार क्वेश्चन पूछा है सौर ऑफ बंगाल विच रिवर एंड विच डैम्स आर देयर तिलैया डैम मैथॉन डैम विच इज द फर्स्ट मल्टीपर्पज रिवर वैली प्रोजेक्ट लाइक दैट इन द पास एग्जाम्स बट दामोदर इज ऑल्सो हैविंग वन मोर काइंड ऑफ इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग being the part of Chota Nagpur mineral rich area, mineral poor, mineral rich. Which mineral India is quite famous for? Coal. Damodar is full of coal. Coal rich zone, the Damodar. दामोदर इसके आसपास की रिवर में हम चेक करें तो काफ़ी कोल मिलता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल दामोदर रिवर एंड ट्रिब्यूटरीज ऑल्सो देयर. दामोदर की ट्रिब्यूटरी है बाराकार रिवर ऑल्सो. विच रिवर? बराक रिवर अलग है, बाराकार अलग है. बाराकार रिवर ऑफ द झारखंड ट्रिब्यूटरी. तो दामोदर, बाराकार एंड एंटायर सराउंडिंग एक्चुअली. एंड इस जोन में बोकारो कोल बेल्ट. विच कोल बेल्ट? बोकारो. बाराकार साइड पर बोकारो. ऑल्सो झरिया करके कोल बेल्ट. विच कोल बेल्ट? झरिया, धनबाद एरिया में. तो झरिया धनबाद साइड. मेनी मोर एरिया बोकारो, झरिया एटसेट्रा. And this zone, Damodar and tributary Baraka River, coal rich area. But only coal is available, iron is also available. Iron is also available. So what is the advantage of coal and iron in combination? Steel plants. We can melt this raw form of iron and making steel by melting the iron. And coal heat is used. So Bokaro is also famous for which thing as well? Bokaro steel plant. A big steel plant of which state? Jharkhand. But one more steel plant is also there in Bengal area near this area Durgapur. So Durgapur is also famous for which purpose? Steel plant. So Durgapur steel plant, Bokaro steel plant linked by which river system? Damodar and its tributaries. Raniganj is also the coal belt on Damodar, of course. I will discuss later on this part in detail. But you know it very well, coal is only for steel, coal is mainly used for thermal power plants. Thermal power plants. So if you just go to this area, Bokaro, Jharia, Durgapur, Raniganj, Kanpura, Giridih, many more names are there in that zone, Ramgarh, etc. I will discuss this part later on in the mineral resources. Then many thermal power plant also there. Thermal power plants using the coal, big thermal power plants. The UPSC asked one question in the past that which river of the India famous for combination of the plants hydro and thermal in closer area. Hydrothermal combination. Hydro due to dams we have built in the past, and thermal due to which reason plenty of coal is available. So once you travel in Damodar side area, Jharkhand area, Bengal area, you will see only hydropower plant or thermal power plant or combination. Combination. Thermal hydro combination. So in nearby location, if we have hydro plant, we also have the thermal power plant. Repeat here this question: which river in India famous for combination of thermal and hydro in nearby that zone or vicinity of that area? Then Damodar River. So Sauro of Bengal, river of the Jharkhand Bengal, famous river of the Chota Nagpur, almost middle part, and this river also famous for DVC project, having many dam like Tilaiya Marathon, and also good for thermal power because of lots of coal in Bokaro and surrounding area Jharia, but also steel plant Durgapur and so this river is also significant river of the India, being the peninsular river. But it is part of also which basin? Ganga basin. But which other river also there in the Chota Nagpur? Yes? Yes. Jamshedpur, another river. Now I will discuss which river Jamshedpur is located. For example, the Damodar is the only river of Chota Nagpur. Many more rivers are there. Many more rivers. But after Damodar, suppose I say that it is the Chota Nagpur area. Which plateau is this one? Chota Nagpur. Almost in the middle, which river this one? The Damodar. That is the Damodar river. Having many dams and also coal rich area. Damodar ki tributary, which tributary is one? Suppose Baraka river. And then one more river is there, and this river is known as Swarnarekha river. Which river? Swarnarekha river. So Swarnarekha river is south of Damodar. But what is the difference? Damodar is meeting with another river. Which river this one? Hooghly. And falling into which bay? Bay Bengal. But Swarnarekha river is independently joining with the Bay Bengal, not having any connection to Hooghly. So Swarnarekha river is not a part of the Ganga basin, correct? Falling independently to which area? This area which bay? Bay of Bengal. But Swarnarekha river being the southern river, it should be in which area in your opinion? Swarnarekha river, this river Swarnarekha. Swarnarekha river is the river of again which state is very common state in Chota Nagpur? Jharkhand. But this river once come down to this side, one side we have West Bengal, one side we have the Odisha. So it is making the natural boundary between West Bengal and Odisha. West Bengal, Odisha boundary. स्वर्णरेखा रिवर। उड़ीसा स्टार्ट हो जाता है इस साइड से, उड़ीसा, वेस्ट बंगाल उड़ीसा बाउंड्री। And this river is also mineral rich, mineral poor. Mineral rich being the part of Chota Nagpur. And one steel plant due to the coal, iron also available in surrounding area. Then one famous plant is there, Jamshedpur steel plant. Jamshedpur Tata steel plant, Jamshedji Tata in 1907. Then one significant plant, Tata Steel. So Jamshedpur on the bank of which river? Swarnareka. And name like Durgapur, name like you can say Jharia or Dhanbad area or Damodar river. Correct? So Jamshedpur on the bank of this part. Jamshedpur here. Yes, please. Which kind of coal? The coal you know it very well, bituminous coal. Bituminous. Good quality bituminous coal is available in this area. But I will discuss this part, which kind of coal this one. But if we say that river Swarnarekha is there, but why name Swarnarekha here? Swarn means gold. So only coal, iron or gold particle also. This river is also known to bring the gold particle. That's why Swarnarekha name. But this gold particles too much in amount or negligible amount? Negligible amount. Though not commercial mining, but it is one sense that Chota Nagpur rocks are having some gold or no gold, having gold. Swarnarekha is cutting the rocks of the Chota Nagpur, bringing some particle. Some people do this work also. पूरे दिन बैठे रहते हैं, छानते रहते हैं सेडिमेंट को, कुछ गोल्ड पार्टिकल 400-500 रुपीज़ की अर्निंग हो जाती है. So Swarnarekha river also known to have some gold particle in river sediments. It is indication that this zone is also gold rich, छोटा नागपुर एरिया. एक क्वेश्चन आ गया था यूपीएससी में कि छोटा नागपुर और झारखंड हैविंग द गोल्ड माइंस. यस, Swarnarekha is one evidence. And whichever states the part of Chota Nagpur, these could have the gold. Recent discovery of the gold mines in South Bihar, a part of Chota Nagpur rocks. But this part will be discussed later on in the mineral resources. So Swarnarekha river here, famous for Jamshedpur Tata Steel. River of the Jharkhand first, then West Bengal Odisha boundary. But here onward, which state will come here? Which side this one? Odisha. And this side, West Bengal. This side, Jharkhand. And this side, Chhattisgarh as well. Correct? So one more river is there, and this river is here. And this river is called as Brahmani river. Which river? Brahmani river. So Brahmani river, if I say river Brahmani, south of Swarnarekha, Brahmani river. And this river, the river of the Jharkhand and river of Odisha. Brahmani river. So these are the famous river. You can see this question also last year in prelim exam. That Swarnarekha, Brahmani, the river of which plateau? Chota Nagpur plateau. Jharkhand, Odisha. And Brahmani river is also falling into which bay? Bay of Bengal. But once it's making delta, इस डेल्टा का एक नेम है, ब्राह्मणी रिवर के डेल्टा का नाम, जस्ट लाइक सुंदरबन डेल्टा. एंड दिस डेल्टा वी कॉल भीतरकनिका डेल्टा. विच डेल्टा? भीतरकनिका डेल्टा. इट इज ऑल्सो फेमस फॉर विच काइंड ऑफ ट्रीज? मैंग्रोव. ऑल्सो इस डेल्टा के अंदर एक क्रोकोडाइल मिलता है, सॉल्ट वाटर, फ्रेश वाटर क्रोकोडाइल. सॉल्ट वाटर, बे बंगाल का सॉल्टी वाटर इस एरिया में. देन सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल इतनी संख्या में हो गए, इतने बढ़ गए हैं क्रोकोडाइल, लोगों पर अब अटैक भी कर देते हैं. तो मैन एनिमल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट इन दैट एरिया. तो भीतरकनिका फेमस फॉर सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल एंड ऑल्सो विच आस्पेक्ट ऑल्सो विच फॉरेस्ट लाइक सुंदरबन मैंग्रोव्स. भीतरकनिका डेल्टा. पर भीतरकनिका डेल्टा में एक रिवर और आती है उड़ीसा की, छोटी सी रिवर है. And this river is also combined just like Meghna combining with the Padma Jamuna combination in Bangladesh. One small river is also there that we call Baitarni river. Which river? Baitarni river. ये mythologically important है. This river of the Odisha, Baitarni. जो कि सुंदरबन डेल्टा की तरह से जैसे ये भी डेल्टा में हेल्प कर रही है. एंड दिस रिवर वी कॉल बी फॉर विच रिवर? बैतरणी रिवर. वैतरणी और बैतरणी in Odisha, it is called as बैतरणी. बैतरणी पार कर लेना, मोक्ष प्राप्त कर लेना, माइथोलॉजिकल रिवर बैतरणी रिवर. कभी कोई इसको गुप्त गंगा भी कह दिया जाता है. विच गंगा? गुप्त गंगा इन उड़ीसा. बैतरणी रिवर. तो बैतरणी रिवर मीटिंग विद विच रिवर? स्वर्णरेखा, ब्राह्मणी. एंड कंट्रीब्यूटिंग इन विच डेल्टा? सुंदरबन डेल्टा, भीतरकनिका डेल्टा. भीतरकनिका डेल्टा in which state? Odisha. Yes, please. No, not at all. Again the same logic. Once river joining in the last, which area? Deltaic area. These considered independent river or tributaries of each other? Independent river. Last में जाके मिलती है ये भी बिल्कुल. Deltaic area में just like here. Baitani river has origin in Odisha. A small river, only Odisha. So Baitani river, also known by which name in Odisha? Gupta Ganga. Mythological relevance. But Baitani, Brahmani together making which delta? Bhitarkanika delta. Just like Sundarban delta, but smaller size, bigger size, smaller size. Famous for saltwater crocodile or mangroves. नहीं, घड़ियाल तो फ्रेश वाटर क्रोकोडाइल है इन चंबल रिवर, चंबल सेंचुरी, एमपी, राजस्थान, यूपी. But this area, Bhitarkanika Sundarban, famous for salt water crocodile because of the saline water coming from the Bay of Bengal in this region. तो काफ़ी न्यूज़ आई थी अभी रिसेंटली, सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल अटैक कर रहे हैं लोगों पर, बढ़ गए हैं काफ़ी. ये एरिया नेशनल पार्क भी है इस एरिया में. यहाँ पे एक टर्टल भी मिलते हैं इस जोन के अंदर, ओलिव रेडिलेट टर्टल. ओशन से कौन से टर्टल आ जाते हैं ये? ओलिव रेडिलेट टर्टल. सो दिस जोन इज ऑल्सो फेमस फॉर विच टर्टल? भितरकनिका डेल्टा, ओलिव रेडिलेट टर्टल. तो ओशन में घूमते घूमते ये टर्टल यहाँ पे पहुँच जाते हैं. भितरकनिका डेल्टा में अच्छे खासे मिलते हैं ओलिव रेडिलेट टर्टल. उन्हें पसंद आते हैं. क्लीन बीचेस हैं, साफ़ सुथरे बीचेस हैं उड़ीसा के, उन बीचेस पर. एंड दिस ओलिव रेडिलेट टर्टल जिस एरिया में आते हैं इस जोन में, यहाँ पे एक नेशनल पार्क भी बनाया गया है, गहिर माथा नेशनल पार्क. विच नेशनल पार्क इन दैट जोन इन भितरकनिका डेल्टा? गहिर माथा नेशनल पार्क. तो गहिर माथा नेशनल पार्क प्रोटेक्टिंग विच एनिमल ऑफ द ओशन? ओलिव रेडिलेट टर्टल. गहिर माथा. तो गहिर माथा इन सुंदरबन और भितरकनिका. भितरकनिका गहिर माथा नेशनल पार्क ऑफ विच स्टेट? Odisha. So that would be easy for you environmental issues. ये गहिर माथा नेशनल पार्क विद इन दैट फेमस फॉर ओलिव रेडिलेट टर्टल. गहिर माथा a part of Bhitarkanika, very close to coastal line, the beaches kind of area, where which turtle also coming in bulk, in number, lakhs of number, in breeding time, the olive redelay turtle. तो ये लाखों की तादाद में आ जाते हैं इस जोन के अंदर. तो उड़ीसा इज वन फेमस डेस्टिनेशन ऑफ विच टर्टल? the olive redelay for clean beaches or clean surrounding near the coastal line, once rivers bringing sediments in the bulk. तो भीतरकनिका फेमस फॉर ओनली सॉल्ट वाटर क्रोकोडाइल, ओलिव रेडिलेट टर्टल ऑल्सो. Olive redelay. But which section we are calling Gahir Matha, where saltwater crocodile in much number, or mainly olive redelay turtle? Olive redelay. कुछ crocodile भी आ सकते हैं, but mainly olive redelay turtle. But to make Bhitarkanika only Brahmani river or Baitani river as well? Baitani river as well. So Damodar, Swarnarekha, Brahmani, Baitani, these are the rivers originating from which plateau? Chota Nagpur plateau. But other than Chota Nagpur, once you come further southward, then remaining area, which famous rivers are there? Suppose next diagram we draw now after the Chota Nagpur area. Then other, for example, it is the Indian map here. And which plateau is this one? Chota Nagpur. Which river? The river here we discussed already. In middle portion, Damodar. Which river this one? Swarnarekha. And which river this one here? Brahmani. And which river this one? Baitarni. Brahmani and Baitarni. Which delta this one? Bhitarkanika. And Damodar joining with which river? Hooghly. So Damodar, Swarnarekha, Brahmani, Baitarni means Chota Nagpur area. And to Bay Bengal side the water. But another river not flowing through the Chota Nagpur, rather slightly southward, taking the movement like that. And which river? This one famous river of the India, big river also, Mahanadi, big river, Mahanadi. So Mahanadi is not passing through the Chota Nagpur, and famous river Mahanadi. M for Mahanadi. Can you tell me Mahanadi river should be in which two states if you apply your logic of the mapping? छत्तीसगढ़ एंड उड़ीसा. तो अभी तक ये रीजन उड़ीसा वाला होगा, इस एरिया उड़ीसा. एंड महानदी रिवर किस घाट को कट करके एंट्री ले रही है? ईस्टर्न घाट, नॉर्दर्न सरकार एरिया. एंड दिस फेमस रिवर महानदी रिवर is river of Chhattisgarh. Source of this river, because it is big river, we can even remember the source. एंड सोर्स पे कंट्रोवर्सी भी है, कुछ स्कॉलर ने गलत लिख दिया है कुछ बुक्स में. अमरकंटक इज द सोर्स ऑफ महानदी. इट इज रॉन्ग. अमरकंटक इज द सोर्स ऑफ विच टू फेमस रिवर? नर्मदा एंड सोन. नर्मदा वेस्टवर्ड, सोन नॉर्थवर्ड. एंड दिस रिवर, द महानदी रिवर हैज सोर्स इन छत्तीसगढ़ नियर रायपुर. वन प्लेस इज देयर, सिहावा. सिहावा नियर विच प्लेस? नियर विच एरिया? रायपुर. of which state? Chhattisgarh. Capital of the Chhattisgarh? Raipur. So origin of the Mahanadi in central area of Chhattisgarh, Sihawa region, and then Chhattisgarh to it is going to which state? Odisha. So upper riparian in Mahanadi, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, and river is coming to Odisha. But you know that if any state in upper side, upper course, higher side little bit, then which advantage this state could be having? If making the dam barrages, it can control more water. So recently Chhattisgarh is trying to building up some barrage and dam. On which river? Mahanadi river. But Odisha objecting. And that's why one dispute also is there. Dispute. Between which two state? Chhattisgarh and Odisha. If Chhattisgarh is making the barrage or dam. Actually one dam already in on Mahanadi in Odisha. A big dam. Hirakud Dam. Which dam? Hirakud Dam. So famous dam Mahanadi river is known for Hirakud Dam. Hirakud Dam of the India known for height unlike the Tehri or known for length? Length. Longest dam of the India. बट ये अपने आप में वर्ल्ड का लॉन्गेस्ट डैम भी माना जाता है. ये लॉन्गेस्ट है. ऑफ विच मटेरियल? कंक्रीट और यू कैन से मड. ए काइंड ऑफ अर्थन मटेरियल, मिट्टी से बना हुआ. जब पॉट वगैरह बनते हैं मिट्टी के पॉट, पकाकर मिट्टी को. सिमिलर वे लाइक ए पॉटरी द काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रक्चर. लॉन्गेस्ट डैम मेड बाय अर्थन मटेरियल, not the concrete. And it is surprising thing that for decades it is surviving easily. Earthen material. Earthen material का लगभग 25 किलोमीटर लेंथ का ये लॉन्गेस्ट डैम है पूरे वर्ल्ड में जो चल रहा है इस समय. Earthen Dam, Hirakud Dam, famous dam of the Odisha on river Mahanadi. So Odisha objecting if Chhattisgarh will stop the water, diverting the water for irrigation and hydro for Chhattisgarh, then of course it will be having lesser water for the Hirakud Dam. That is the main dam of the Odisha. Hirakud here. So Hirakud is famous for length rather than height. No. Chota Nagpur boundary I have shown here. Then this area is of course you can say first it is the Chhattisgarh side, the kind of zone that is slightly north part of the Chhattisgarh. But that part is slightly away from the Chota Nagpur. And no, neither Dandakaranya is slightly southward, and Chhattisgarh, the northernmost part of the northernmost part of Chhattisgarh is also Chota Nagpur, but that is slightly low land area नॉट एज मच हाई एज छोटा नागपुर, बट फिर भी इस एरिया को हम कहते हैं कि नियर रायपुर द काइंड ऑफ जोन इज अवेलेबल। तो ये ना सदर्न एरिया है छत्तीसगढ़ का, ना नॉर्दर्न मोस्ट एरिया है छत्तीसगढ़ का, स्लाइटली मिडिल एरिया। यस, यूपी, no part of UP, no part of the MP in Chota Nagpur. It is having how many states? The Jharkhand mainly, parts of Odisha, parts of Bengal, parts of Chhattisgarh, parts of Bihar. 5 states only. Hmm? Hirakud Dam in Odisha. Hirakud Dam in which state? Odisha. वहाँ पे एक प्लेस पड़ता है उड़ीसा में, संबलपुर, वहाँ पर ये हीराकुड डैम है, लॉन्गेस्ट डैम है ये लेंथ वाइज। तो हीराकुड डैम इज हियर on Mahanadi river. But due to dispute, then one mechanism in India we have, and you know it very well, if any river water dispute, then there is mechanism in India to deal with the water dispute. For example, in our constitution, it was very much a well-known fact to our constitution makers also that in future water crisis will be there, and the state will fight to protect the water for their own state, and then some provision should be kept. Then one article was kept in the constitution, Article 262. Which article? 262. For interstate river water dispute. And this Article 262 has given power to which body to make act regarding the water dispute? The Parliament. So Article 262 gives the power to Parliament to head, and Parliament used this article power, and then one act got passed in the past that we call the Interstate River Water Dispute Act. Interstate, दो स्टेट के बीच में, 3 स्टेट के बीच में अगर प्रॉब्लम आ जाए, Interstate River Water Dispute Act. In which year Parliament has made this act? Act made in Parliament in 1956. Why 1956? Because you know that time on linguistic grounds, the carving of the new state. So it was very much necessary in the same very time then the way of water sharing before the water dispute become bigger. Interstate Water Dispute and ISRWD Act in short form. Interstate River Water Dispute Act, we can say in short form. And here center has been given a kind of authority under this act. Okay, if no dispute, then state government will take care of their rivers in their boundary. But if dispute arising, then center would intervene definitely. The center has been given a kind of power in case of any dispute comes up, then center has to involve. And center could set up 2 ways also. It has been suggested in this act. Then one is a tribunal, river tribunal, to deal with the water crisis, a water dispute for example. Another is what? The river board. What is the difference river board and river tribunal? A river tribunal is having as term tribunal, then judiciary is also, or judges will also be there. But in river board only expert and the administrator, bureaucrats, but not the judges. So which would be more powerful in Indian protocol? The tribunal or river board? Tribunal. But river board also there. So you will see in Peninsular India many river boards, many river tribunals. In case of the North India, which particular river system could have the tribunal in the past? Between Punjab and Haryana, the dispute, Ravi Beas Resolution Tribunal. Ravi Beas Tribunal in the past. Punjab Haryana water sharing. But on Mahanadi also, center by using this act has set up the river tribunal, Mahanadi River Tribunal. So between Chhattisgarh and Odisha, it is the recent dispute, old dispute? Recent dispute. Recently, few years back, one of the latest dispute in India, Mahanadi Tribunal we have. If question comes up, which 2 states are having the dispute on Mahanadi River? Chhattisgarh and Odisha. अब यूपी तो होगा नहीं, river flow तो करनी चाहिए यूपी से. So if we know the flow of the water, we know the dispute as well. So Chhattisgarh and Odisha have the dispute like that. And which famous article in the Constitution? 262. Under that, which parliamentary provision? The Interstate River Water Dispute Act, ISRWD Act 1956. And which provision has been given in this particular act? That center will either set up river tribunal or river board or both to take care of the water dispute. तो सेंटर का रोल आएगा. So in South India we have many, you can say, or Plateau India, because the water is bigger issue there. But Mahanadi River as big river, one or two tributaries also you may write down. One tributary of Mahanadi Shivnath River, one river is Hasdo River. तो महानदी के ट्रिब्यूटरीज भी हैं, ट्रिब्यूटरीज. Many tributaries are there, but two tributaries अभी न्यूज़ में थी, शिवनाथ एंड हसदो रिवर. यहाँ पे कोल वगैरह है, शिवनाथ एंड हसदो रिवर. एंड बोथ द रिवर इन विच स्टेट? छत्तीसगढ़. तो छत्तीसगढ़ में ये रिवर है शिवनाथ, ये रिवर है हसदो. और भी रिवर है, ओंग रिवर, जोंक रिवर, तेल रिवर, बहुत सी रिवर होंगी, बट शिवनाथ हसदो इन द न्यूज़. कोल माइनिंग के लिए न्यूज़ में था ये, शिवनाथ रिवर एंड हसदो रिवर. सो यू कैन पिक फ्रॉम द काइंड ऑफ ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चंस कि अगर क्वेश्चन आ जाता है शिवनाथ रिवर, हसदो रिवर, दिस काइंड ऑफ रिवर मीन्स विच रिवर ऑफ द इंडिया? Mahanadi river. If we say name like Subansiri, Dhansari, then which river system of the India? Brahmaputra. If we say name like the name, for example, which rivers? Gomti and Budi Gandak, then Ganga river. Name like Nubrashia, Galwan, Hunza, Gilgit, then Indus system. So we must try to know, okay, big river, some tributaries we could be aware of. So Shivnath Hasdo river in which state? Chhattisgarh. और भी ट्रिब्यूटरीज होंगे यहाँ पर. एंड दिस बेसिन विच बेसिन देन? द महानदी बेसिन. महानदी बेसिन में कुछ रिवर छोटा नागपुर से आ सकती हैं, बट महानदी का फ्लो छोटा नागपुर से नहीं है. गॉट दिस पॉइंट? सो बेसिन कैन इंक्रोच द बिगर एरिया, बट रिवर फ्लो मीन्स द स्मॉलर जोन. सो फ्लो ऑफ द रिवर इज डिफरेंट, बेसिन इज डिफरेंट. इन बेसिन वी डिस्कस ओनली द रिवर और ट्रिब्यूटरीज ऑल्सो. They are tributaries and the area between the tributaries as well, or between the river as well. This zone is the Mahanadi basin. So Mahanadi is big basin of the India, small basin, bigger basin. Yes, if we consider the basin of Mahanadi, then of course Mahanadi basin का जो area है कहाँ पर है? ये उड़ीसा हो गया, ये छत्तीसगढ़ हो गया, and of course मध्य प्रदेश के पार्ट में हो सकता है. Boundary of Madhya Pradesh, some river can originate. एंड ये छोटा नागपुर की बाउंड्री यहाँ पे छत्तीसगढ़ तो है ही, और मध्य प्रदेश भी हो सकता है इस साइड पर ही. बट महानदी फ्लो इज ओनली टू स्टेट. विच टू स्टेट? महानदी फ्लो इज ओनली टू स्टेट. विच टू स्टेट? छत्तीसगढ़ एंड उड़ीसा. यस प्लीज. Mahanadi is not the part of the Bastar Plateau, rather it is slightly northward. So Odisha and Chhattisgarh का कुछ northern area Mahanadi के flow में. But once you come to Bastar area also, or slightly southward, then if we say that other river also there, for example, one small river is also there in that zone, coming from this side. That is very small river. But this river Odisha here, and here which state also? Andhra. And this river also UPSC asked 2 questions or 3 questions in the past of this river. Vamsadhara river. Which river? V for Vamsadhara. So this river is also there. Vamsadhara. Though it is small river, but one question UPSC asked that it is the river of Odisha and going to which state? आंध्रा. आंध्रा भी शुरू हो जाता है वंशाधारा रिवर से. उड़ीसा आंध्रा. एंड डिस्प्यूट इज ऑल्सो देयर. ड्यू टू डिस्प्यूट वी हैव विच काइंड ऑफ थिंग हियर ऑल्सो? वंशाधारा ट्रिब्यूनल, हैविंग जजेस विद एक्सपर्ट ट्रिब्यूनल. वंशाधारा ट्रिब्यूनल. यूपीएससी आस्क्ड दिस क्वेश्चन दैट वंशाधारा रिवर इज रिवर ऑफ विच 2 स्टेट्स? उड़ीसा आंध्रा, उड़ीसा छत्तीसगढ़, उड़ीसा आंध्रा. एंड ऑल्सो रिसेंटली ट्रिब्यूनल. बट इसका ओरिजिन कहाँ पर होगा आपके अकॉर्डिंग? द Eastern Ghat area. Which area? Origin? Source is which Ghat? Eastern Ghats. बिल्कुल पैरेलल एक और रिवर भी न्यूज़ में अभी चल रही है, डिस्प्यूट थोड़ा बहुत है, उड़ीसा आंध्रा की रिवर है, एंड दिस रिवर वी कॉल एन फॉर नागावली रिवर. विच रिवर? नागावली. नागावली का सोर्स भी कौन सी घाट है? ईस्टर्न घाट. इट इज़ ऑल्सो लाइक वंशधारा रिवर ऑफ टू स्टेट उड़ीसा एंड आंध्रा. वंशधारा, नागावली, these rivers, the small river having source in eastern Ghat. This question UPSC asked. पहले वंशधारा क्वेश्चन पूछा कि which two state this river is. After 5 or 6 years, another question of the similar kind. That Vamsadhara river and Nagavali river passing through the Chota Nagpur. Incorrect or correct? Incorrect. Chota Nagpur is too north. No connection. Mahanadi is not passing through Chota Nagpur, and this river is south of the Mahanadi. So they asked this question. Vamsadhara Nagavali flowing Chota Nagpur area. Chota Nagpur here. But Vamsadhara Nagavali more southward. So these rivers origin in eastern Ghats. And these are Mahanadi side or southward of Mahanadi, independent river these are. Independent river these are. They have their own small basin. But these are not the part of Mahanadi basin. Vamsadhara Nagavali. But which river is the most important river of entire Peninsula Plateau? Which river is this one? River Godavari. And now we can discuss Godavari as well, further southward, a long river. Maharashtra, Andhra, even Telangana, part of Chhattisgarh as well, in which Dandakaranya or Bastar Plateau of the Chhattisgarh will also be involved. Deccan tribe will also be involved. Eastern Ghat is also involved, many areas. The Godavari is such a big river. So we can discuss Godavari river separately here. And regarding Godavari, if we say, river Godavari. Then what is your idea of the Godavari? Which states Godavari? Maharashtra, Andhra, in between which state? Telangana, little bit which state as well? Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh, little bit Chhattisgarh as well. Few kilometers of the Chhattisgarh, yes please. Mahanadi is Rift Valley. Actually, Damodar, Mahanadi having even the Rift Valley character, but entire Mahanadi, entire Damodar, some parts, very small parts. Partial old Rift Valleys we call. When India was part of which land? Gondwana land. And that time coal formation took place in that area. But if question comes up, which are the two famous Rift Valleys of the India in recent times? Narmada and Tapi. But which are the partial small section old Rift Valleys? Then Damodar and Mahanadi, Brahmani even. I will discuss this part in the coal formation later on. But which river is now here after Vamsadhara Nagavali? River Godavari. And river Godavari is in length second longest river of the India. Longest Ganga and second longest river of India. Because you know that lengthwise in Peninsular India, which river is the longest river Peninsular India? If it is second longest, of course Godavari. Dominance of Godavari or biggest river of the Peninsular India. And just like in North India, Ganga is famous. In South India, which river is famous? Godavari. That is why which tag is given for Godavari? South Ganga. South Ganga or Dakshin Ganga. South Ganga status. But it is older than Ganga or younger than Ganga, being the part of Gondwana land? Older. So we call it as Old Ganga as well. Which Ganga? Old Ganga. So this tag is also given to Godavari, Old Ganga or Viridh Ganga. Old Ganga, South Ganga, second longest river of the India, river Godavari. It has source in Maharashtra. Which Ghats? Western Ghats, Sahyadri. Western Ghat is another name. Which name? In Maharashtra and also this region, Sahyadri. Western Ghat. Western Ghat or Sahyadri here. And exactly this place we call Trimbakeshwar. Which place? Trimbak or Trimbakeshwar? Trimbakeshwar. Near one city, which city? Mumbai, Pune or Nashik? Near Nashik. Here. But after Trimbakeshwar, Nashik, this river is going to, of course, Maharashtra. And after Maharashtra, this river is going to which state? Telangana, and also which state? Andhra. But for some distance, it is also traveling through the Chhattisgarh as well. Which state as well? Chhattisgarh. So Maharashtra, Telangana, then again Chhattisgarh, then Telangana, then Andhra. So it has connection little bit, few kilometer only, Chhattisgarh as well. So it is the river of four states, the river Godavari. Here. Finally, it is making delta in big delta, of course, in south, Godavari delta. Sorry. So Andhra also a river, the flow of the Godavari. But if we say that here the map we draw, in that map, river Godavari is which ghat these are? Western Ghat or Sahyadri. And here Nasik, near Nasik, which place here? Trimbakeshwar. Trimbakeshwar and Nasik very close to Gujarat also. And northward Surat city here. And this river is here, Trimbakeshwar, and this river we call which name? River Godavari. It is J for Godavari. First Maharashtra, a long distance, also Telangana here, and also which state? Andhra. But little bit which state as well here? Chhattisgarh as well. And this river is also one dam in Andhra is being taken up. Which dam? Polavaram Dam. A big dam, but that is completed under construction. Under construction. Polavaram Dam. So Polavaram Dam is popular dam of Andhra. On which river? River Godavari, under construction, Polavaram. But in that journey, if it is long river, then it might be having number of tributaries, of course. Then which famous tributaries also there on this system? Then name of the tributaries, can you tell me some famous tributaries of Godavari? Then Varda river, yes, Pen Ganga river, Ven Ganga river, also name like Manjira river, name like Indravati river, and many more names. So one system we can make in sequence. You can say Godavari, एक river, then like that. एक sequence में चले तो. So Godavari has some famous tributaries here, and in next page if we discuss the Godavari tributaries here, next slide here. Tributaries in Godavari basin. Because Godavari basin is small basin, large basin, being the large river. In India, it is the third largest river basin. Number one, Ganga basin. Afterward, the Indus basin, and very close to inside the Godavari basin, almost 9.4% area. As I said earlier, if you add Ganga basin area, 26% area of the India, 1/4 area of the India, Ganga basin, 10% area around the Indus, and 10% area around the Godavari. And these three basins together will be almost 45% of the India. If we know Indus river, Ganga river, Brahmaputra river, this Godavari basin area, because Brahmaputra का main area किस country में है? China में. Main part of the Brahmaputra basin in China. But as far as Godavari basin within the India and many states. But which tributaries are main tributaries in this basin? Then many tributaries are there. One river we call Purna river. Which river? Purna. One river we call the Pen Ganga. Which river? Pen Ganga. One river we call Varda. Varda Ashram. Varda is one district of Maharashtra also near Nagpur. Varda. Varda, the name of the river, famous river. And other than Varda, also Ven Ganga. So many Ganga kind of name. Kishan Ganga, Jhelum, Ram Ganga, Dholi Ganga in Ganga basin. Also Ven Ganga, Pen Ganga in Godavari basin. But other river also there. One river we call Indravati river. Which river? Indravati. And one more river we say the Manjira river. Which river? Manjira. These are the famous tributaries of the Godavari. And if we even show in the part here, then if we say that in case we draw the diagram here, suppose it is the kind of Indian area, it is the Godavari. Then first, which river is joining this one? P for which river? This one. P for Purna. So Purna river is North Maharashtra, and this region also we call Purna river is coming from one hill of Maharashtra. Which hill? Ajanta hill. Ajanta hills in Deccan Trap. Ajanta hills of Maharashtra. Ajanta hill in which part of Maharashtra? Aurangabad region, that is also renamed as Shambhaji Nagar. So if question comes up Ajanta hills, then origin of Ajanta hill means which area? Shambhaji Nagar. Or earlier the name, which name? Aurangabad. Ajanta hill, Purna river. So Purna river of Maharashtra, Ajanta hill in Maharashtra. Then we have one more river. Which river? Penganga. If we see the Penganga river, then Penganga river is slightly eastward, and Penganga is also like that in Maharashtra. Penganga. Penganga. So Penganga is a kind of river also in Maharashtra. But one more river is coming from northern side, and this river we call Varda. Which river in that area of Maharashtra? Varda. W for Varda. But one more river is further coming from this side here, and this river is also long river and large river here. But this river together, this W for Venganga, this W for Varda. But you can check here, Penganga, Varda, Venganga, they are joining with each other first or directly joining separately in Godavari. First join with among themselves, and then joint water is going to meet with the Godavari, like that, joint water. So Penganga, Varda, Venganga here, and this river join together in Maharashtra state, and flow wise Varda also the river of which state? Maharashtra. बट कुछ पार्ट एमपी से भी निकल कर आया था सतपुड़ा हिल से, एमपी महाराष्ट्र बॉर्डर से. बट वेनगंगा ऑफ कोर्स एमपी इज इन्वॉल्व हियर विद महाराष्ट्र. Venganga river. But these rivers when joined together, then joint water of this part we call by one name Pranhita river. Which river? Pranhita river. Pranhita river is a combination of which three river? Penganga, Varda and Venganga. Just like Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, water we call Panjanath in Pakistan. Similarly, Penganga, Venganga, Varda water is also known as Pranhita river. So the name Pranhita, this section. So if I say Pranhita river is the largest tributary of the Godavari, correct or incorrect? Correct. Volume wise, it is the largest tributary. Because it is not a single river, other group of three river, Penganga, Varda, Venganga. And Pranhita river is a river that is first Maharashtra joining point, then going to which state? Telangana. So Telangana is also there in this part. And Telangana has enough water, maximum water at which place? Where Pranhita river joining with Godavari. तो इस पॉइंट पर काफ़ी पानी है इस एरिया में. One side Godavari brought the water, one side the Pranhita, a combination. And normally what we notice about Telangana, Telangana full of water, lack of water, dry land little bit, drought prone area. But at this place where Godavari meeting with Pranhita, so if I say Pranhita meets Godavari at which place? Meets Godavari, न्यूज़ में था काफ़ी एरिया भी, meets Godavari at one place of Telangana. This place we call Kaleshwaram. Which place? Kaleshwaram. So Kaleshwaram in which state? Telangana. Why this area remained in use? In the past, one project got completed Kaleshwaram project. Purpose was irrigation project. Kaleshwaram irrigation project. एक कैनाल बनाई गई and irrigation project. For which purpose? Irrigation. But one report came up, the new government of Telangana, and one kind of inquiry, because some cracks were found also, some kind of discrepancies in the civil work here. Then it was said it is risky because it can break also, or entire structure can damage. Then it was in the news a lot, Kaleshwaram project. So Kaleshwaram project, one of the biggest project of the India, recently got completed. Some discrepancies were even identified in that, in the construction. Kaleshwaram. So Kaleshwaram काफ़ी साउथ इंडिया में इस समय न्यूज़ में चल रहा है Kaleshwaram project के irrigation. And which kind of project it was? Kaleshwaram is a place where Godavari and Pranita river joining, lift canal irrigation project. इसमें पानी को ऊपर उठाकर and then किस एरिया में पानी को सर्व किया गया? Higher area. Can you tell me what is the tendency of the water to collect to which area? Low lying area, high area, low lying. So generally low lying area has more surplus water, or high area low lying, and gradually water deficit in the high land. So again the gravity, the water was pumped and then transferred to high region. That we call which technology? Lift canal project. अपने आप में जब ये प्रोजेक्ट बना था, ये कहा गया था वर्ल्ड का लार्जेस्ट लिफ्ट कैनाल प्रोजेक्ट बनाया गया है. But now the same project is in the news because of some kind of problem coming up. The lift canal project, Kaleshwaram project, where Pranhita joining with the Godavari in the dispute also, and also some kind of discrepancy in the construction work. So some kind of you can say the which thing has been also found in this project, the kind of civil work, then some crack etc. और कुछ डिज़ाइन वगैरह में फ्लॉ है, और दैट इज़ रिस्की प्रोजेक्ट यू कैन से. तो कभी कभी बड़े प्रोजेक्ट के अंदर ये प्रॉब्लम भी रहती है कि द काइंड ऑफ एंटायर प्रोसेस कुछ डिस्क्रिपेंसी हो जाए. बट कलेश्वरम को पूछ सकते हैं, वो कलेश्वरम विच काइंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट, नॉर्मल प्रोजेक्ट और लिफ्ट कैनाल प्रोजेक्ट. लिफ्ट कैनाल, लिफ्टिंग द वाटर इन हायर रीजन ऑफ तेलंगाना. एंड this river is Pranita. But what is Indravati river? Indravati river is coming from this side. I for Indravati. And this Indravati river is a river of Odisha first, then Chhattisgarh, South Chhattisgarh. Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Which area of Chhattisgarh? Dandakaranya. ये पूरा एरिया दंडकारण्य कहलाता है. उड़ीसा छत्तीसगढ़ वाला एरिया दंडकारण्य रीजन. फेमस रिवर दंडकारण्य और बस्तर प्लेट्यू, ट्राइबल बेल्ट, नक्सल बेल्ट, the Indravati river. But this area is also beautiful area because you know more forest in that area, wildlife, forest, water. Chhattisgarh Odisha flow, the Indravati river. एक नेशनल पार्क भी है, इंद्रावती नेशनल पार्क. और छत्तीसगढ़ एरिया दंडकारण्य रीजन में एक वाटरफॉल भी बनाती है रिवर, ये इंद्रावती रिवर वाटरफॉल, चित्रकूट वाटरफॉल. तो चित्रकूट इज ए फेमस वाटरफॉल ऑफ द इंडिया. चित्रकूट वाटरफॉल. चित्रकूट एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट भी है यूपी का, बट चित्रकूट एक वाटरफॉल भी है. विच स्टेट? छत्तीसगढ़. ऑन विच रिवर? इंद्रावती. ए पार्ट ऑफ विच प्लेट्यू? दंडकारण्य, इंद्रावती रिवर. चित्रकूट वाटरफॉल वाइडर वाटरफॉल, बिग साइज वाटरफॉल है एरिया वाइज, काफ़ी बड़ा वाटरफॉल है. कभी कभी इसको हम कहते हैं नियाग्रा ऑफ द इंडिया, चित्रकूट वाटरफॉल. तो झरना है बहुत बड़ा चित्रकूट वाटरफॉल. बाय विच रिवर? इंद्रावती. बट एक रिवर और भी है, विच रिवर? मांजरा. मांजरा रिवर इज हैविंग दिस फ्लो. मांजरा रिवर लाइक दैट. मांजरा. Manjara river lengthwise longest tributary of the Godavari. Largest the Pranhita, but longest is which river? Manjara. So Manjara is which kind of river? Longest tributary Manjara. Longest tributary. Can you tell me Manjara की flow किस state में है? First Maharashtra, then कर्नाटका में भी आती है रिवर ये. महाराष्ट्र कर्नाटका. and also going to which state like Pranhita, like Indravati side, Telangana, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana river, longest tributary of the Godavari. तेलंगाना में पास्ट में एक प्रोजेक्ट बनाया गया था निज़ाम सागर प्रोजेक्ट विच प्रोजेक्ट फॉर इरिगेशन निज़ाम सागर प्रोजेक्ट ऑन मांजरा रिवर सो मांजरा पर longest tributary of the Godavari, not the largest, lengthwise more. One project is also famous in Telangana, Nizam Sagar, Nizam of Hyderabad, Nizam Sagar project. तो तेलंगाना में एक प्रोजेक्ट है निज़ाम सागर और मांजरा रिवर तेलंगाना पर एक फेमस प्रोजेक्ट रिसेंटली जो न्यूज़ में था लिफ्ट कैनाल प्रोजेक्ट कलेश्वरम प्राणिता गोदावरी मीटिंग पॉइंट निज़ाम सागर ऑन विच पार्ट ऑफ द गोदावरी बेसिन मांजरा रिवर इन तेलंगाना इरिगेशन ऑफ कोर्स करेक्ट यू आर इरिगेशन प्रोजेक्ट एक्चुअली साउथ में इरिगेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है वाटर की अवेलेबिलिटी मिल जाना नहीं ये सब प्रोजेक्ट आर्टिफिशियली होंगे नहीं निज़ाम सागर तो एक आर्टिफिशियली बनाया गया है पूरा ये जो रिवर है ये कौन सी रिवर है मांजरा रिवर इसको पानी रोका गया है और पानी रोक कर जो है ये सागर जो रिजर्वायर होगा बनाया गया है निज़ाम सागर तो निज़ाम सागर जितने प्रोजेक्ट अभी ये तो बताए जा रहे हैं ये नेचुरल है आर्टिफिशियल है मैन ऑफ कोर्स आइदर भाखड़ा नांगल एंड इस रिजर्वायर सब आर्टिफिशियल होंगे तो अभी तक रिवर सेक्शन में हम लोगों ने जो प्रोजेक्ट बताए हैं प्रोजेक्ट मीन्स मैन मेड स्ट्रक्चर्स सो ऑल द प्रोजेक्ट्स एंड देयर रिजर्वायर आर द आर्टिफिशियल मैन मेड मांजरा में तेलंगाना एरिया में निज़ाम सागर सो यूपीएससी ने इस तरह क्वेश्चन पूछे हैं पास्ट में निज़ाम सागर ऑन विच रिवर एंड यूपीएससी कैन आस्क ऑन सिमिलर विद द कलेश्वरम इन द न्यूज़ ए लॉट और चित्रकूट वाटरफॉल a famous river of Dandakaranya, which river? Indravati. And which is the South Ganga, Old Ganga, the famous river Godavari. What is the origin of the Godavari? Trimbakeshwar. So you will see past 30 years के क्वेश्चन आप देखेंगे तो आपको पूरा जो हम लोग डिस्कस कर रहे हैं मेनली PYQ को स्टेटमेंट में कन्वर्ट कर दिया गया है बस और उनको क्लास नोट्स के साथ क्लब कर दिया है अब कुछ नया मिला तो वो ऐड कर दिया दैट थिंग यू हैव टू डू ऑल्सो नथिंग स्पेशल हियर And which basin this one? The Godavari basin. A large basin, a small basin. So Godavari basin is almost 10% area or third largest basin of the India. Occupying major area of the Maharashtra, major area of the Andhra, part of Telangana, Karnataka also, Chhattisgarh also, part of Odisha as well, in Indravati origin. Even Madhya Pradesh as well. Third largest basin. After Ganga and Indus. So can you tell me which river, the river of the Ajanta hill in Godavari basin, Purna, which river is also known as longest tributary Nizam Sagar, Manjira, and which river is also passing through the Dandakaranya region and also famous for Chitrakoot waterfall, Indravati, the Pranhita river, the largest tributary combination of which three rivers? Penganga, Varda and Venganga. This part. And here, which project on Godavari in Andhra? Polavaram and meeting point of this zone. Which one? Kaleshwaram. What is the difference Polavaram and the Kaleshwaram? Polavaram in which state? Andhra. Kaleshwaram in which state? Telangana. Polavaram will be hydro irrigation altogether multi-purpose, but it is only which purpose? Kaleshwaram irrigation purpose, lift canal project. Yes, please. Lift canal means suppose if you notice the canal construction, then you will see suppose it is the kind of river flow, and one kind of barrage etc. we can make a small structure like Harike barrage, Indira Gandhi canal. And we can divert the water by constructing one canal. So one could be the normal kind of canal in which do we need to lift the water or natural flow due to the gravity here, natural flow. But in some cases we notice that water is lesser in the high land. Then if we can lift anyhow this water to some height and then we can throw on the higher drier land, it will be more meaningful. but it is requiring better technology, lifting it against the gravity, and also high cost, low cost, high cost. Then India has the expertise now of technological structures or this kind of civil work than this Kaleshwaram project, but उसके construction में कोई problem तो आई है. That was in the news. So lift canal is normal kind of project, special kind of project. It's against the gravity or in favor of gravity, the flow of the water against the gravity. Yes. Actually, one is check dam, another is barrage. Check dam, you are well aware of that if you have any flow of the water, if any stone you can keep, any 1 feet, 2 feet wall also you can make. Local people also they can make, neither engineers nor very important planning. Then we call the small structure by which name check dam. So check dam is merely a negligible change in particular area by local people themselves. Little bit support of any NGO or some fund can be given, but that not a big project. Check dam, पत्थर रख दिए वो भी चेक डैम हो गया, कोई कंक्रीट का स्ट्रक्चर 1 फीट 2 फीट का बना दिया ये भी एक चेक डैम हो गया. बट बराज इज बिगर स्ट्रक्चर एंड बराज इज मेंट फॉर विच पर्पस. एक गेट जैसा बनाएंगे रिवर के ऊपर एंड वाटर को हम क्या करेंगे, डाइवर्ट. तो बराज इज मेंट फॉर डाइवर्जन ऑफ द वाटर like canal construction, that is bigger project. Harike Barrage, the famous canal, Indira Gandhi Canal. So barrage is meant for canal construction here. But if we make the dam, then dam is further bigger structure. Dam is only for canal making or hydropower or multi-purpose, generally multi-purpose. So dam is the bigger structure further. But barrage is only for diversion of the water. But we can't produce hydropower from barrage structure. Barrage is like a gate, and check dam is very negligible structure. It is not necessary it must be across the water flow. चाहे पानी बह नहीं रहा हो, फ्यूचर में आ सकता पानी, वहाँ भी लगा देंगे वो हम एक छोटा सा बांध बनाकर by local people themselves as well. So which is the smallest structure, eco-friendly, no problem at all, not a big money involved there, check dam. But barrage is requiring some design and construction work. Dam is further bigger one. Yes, please. No, barrage, if properly we manage, we can use for navigation as well. Suppose this water is basically there, and we divert some water and we make the canal. This canal can be meant for navigation as well. So many barrages in the world for navigation. Unfortunately, in India, rivers were supposed to be used in for hydro or irrigation, which potential we have missed here, navigation potential. But many countries like European rivers, Rhine River, Po River, Seine River, Danube River, they have many barrages or gate-like structure and they use for boating, shipping. So navigation is also possible by barrage. But if we mismanage, of course, then it's a problem. The problem is in barrage itself or mismanagement barrage. Mismanagement of barrage. अब ज़्यादा पानी डाइवर्ट कर लिया तो रिवर में पानी कम रह गया सपोज. ओके चलिए एक्सेप्टेड. 2 मिनट का ब्रेक होगा आपका. हाँ हाँ यस प्लीज. वाई इंडियन रिवर्स आर नॉट नेविगेबल? Many reasons are there, like Himalayan river so steep slope, risky. गंगोत्री में बैठ जाइए पता नहीं कहाँ पहुँचेंगे आप, ऋषिकेश पहुँच पाए ना पहुँच पाए हम लोग. हाँ हाँ हाँ. पानी की डेप्थ होना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है, साथ साथ में पानी का फ्लो भी इम्पोर्टेंट कि कितना स्लो फ्लो चल रहा है नेविगेशन के लिए, सेफ होना चाहिए. हाँ. Of course, power consumption because we have to lift the water, and against the gravity we have to bring this water. Then any mismatch it will be counterproductive. So it is a special design. Lift. Of course, pump we have to use. We have to elevate the water. So धीरे धीरे पानी को ऊपर उठाया जाता है. Once it was completed Kaleshwaram, so much campaigning by the previous government. It is one of the most significant project ever took up in the world. and it is lift canal and largest lift canal project of the world. But later on, the controversy came up. Yes, Sibasi is Ajay River is also there, Mayurakshi is also there. Many rivers joining with the Hooghly River from Chota Nagpur. Ajay River is the river of Bihar, Jharkhand area, meeting with the Hooghly River in Bengal. और भी रिवर होंगे नो डाउट, बट जो रिवर न्यूज़ में है और फेमस हैं, वी आर डिस्कसिंग दोज रिवर्स. यस, चित्रकूट वाटरफॉल ऑन इंद्रावती रिवर, छत्तीसगढ़ स्टेट, चित्रकूट वाटरफॉल. यस. हाँ, हीट वेव चल रहा है यहाँ. हाँ, actually heat wave is due to multiple reasons, not single reason. If I say natural cause, anthropogenic, both are causing the heat wave. Natural cause like the hard rock of Peninsula Plateau for example, heat absorb करेंगे. Plus even the El Nino, you can say one natural impact, the El Nino impact. तो ये नेचुरल में आ जाएगा. इवन एंथ्रोपोजेनिक लाइक लैक ऑफ वेजिटेशन, जितना वेजिटेशन कम होगा उतना हीट वेव बढ़ेगा. हाँ, क्यों नहीं, रिफ्लेक्शन कितना हो रहा है माउंट सनलाइट का. सपोज क्लाउड आ गए, वो भी हीट वेव को कम कर देंगे. क्लाउड का एल्बिडो बहुत होगा, रिफ्लेक्शन बहुत होगा. हाँ, नहीं यूरेनियम, अब यूरेनियम रेडियो एक्टिव डेटिंग के थ्रू या रेडियो एक्टिव जो उसका नेचर है उससे गर्मी नहीं पैदा हो रही है. डोंट से लाइक दैट. हाँ, हीट वेव अगर, हाँ नहीं नहीं, यूरेनियम हीट पैदा करता है, बट ये हीट ऐसी नहीं कि यूरेनियम इतना बल्क में, रॉक इतनी गर्म हो गई कि पैर रखा तो पैर तप, हाथ, ये मत सोचिएगा. वो अंदर अंदर पाए जाते हैं कई किलोमीटर गहराई पर, उसका असर हीट वेव पे नहीं आएगा. हाँ, हाँ, पर यूरेनियम निकाल कर आप ऑफ कोर्स हीट पैदा कर सकते हैं निकल पावर प्लांट में. हाँ, हाँ. सो इतना गहराई में नहीं जानना कि सब इधर उधर हो जाए. हाँ. सो दिस टॉपिक हियर, that Godavari basin, and after Godavari one more basin we have Krishna basin. कल आपका हॉलीडे भी रहेगा, तो टुमारो विल बी द हॉलीडे. हाँ, तो ये, हाँ, हमेशा हॉलीडे तो अच्छा लगेगा ही आपको, वो ज़रूरी है. पर जब मिलेंगे हम लोग तो ऑफ कोर्स मानसून तब तक स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. हाँ, इंडिया में तो मानसून अभी आया नहीं है, पर क्लास में स्टार्ट हो जाएगा मानसून. हाँ, हाँ. सो टुडे फर्स्ट द रिवर सेक्शन, देन नेक्स्ट मीटिंग वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग द मानसून. Krishna basin is also important one, but this famous river Krishna is just like Godavari. Krishna is running parallel to Godavari, just south of the Godavari. Just like Ganga, Yamuna running parallel, just like Narmada Tapi running parallel, Godavari Krishna also running parallel. But Krishna is also independent river like Godavari. Krishna is running parallel to Godavari. Almost similar kind of conditions, almost similar kind of length. So if we know Godavari, it means we know the Krishna nature as well. So Krishna is flowing in this way. That suppose it is the peninsular India again, then you know that here Godavari and which river this one? This river we call which river? Krishna river. Lengthwise almost similar length and just shorter than the Godavari, third longest river of the India. Longest in India Ganga, then Godavari, then Krishna. Third longest. Of course, very close to 1400 kilometer the length. Which is the fourth longest river of the India? Yamuna. Fifth longest Narmada. Longest the Ganga, then Godavari, then Krishna. We must have some idea by length. Okay, these are the mighty river, important river of the India. And Krishna is also one of that. But Krishna river has source, again similar kind of source. Which ghat? Western Ghat, also we call which name? Sahyadris. The Western Ghat or Sahyadris. And one place, which exact place? Mahabaleshwar. What is the source of the Godavari? Trimbakeshwar. Source of Krishna? Mahabaleshwar. Similar kind of name, Mahabaleshwar, Trimbakeshwar. Trimbakeshwar se Godavari, Mahabaleshwar se Krishna. And Mahabaleshwar in which state? Maharashtra. But then this river going to which state here? Southward of Maharashtra, which state? Karnataka and also Telangana. And also which state? Andhra. It is also four-state river like Godavari. But which state is other than Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra common in Godavari and Krishna? But which state is there in the flow of the Krishna? Karnataka. But in case of the Godavari, which state we have put here? Chhattisgarh. So Krishna river is passing through northern Karnataka as well. So famous river of Karnataka, Krishna river. Yes, please. Godavari flow. But in Godavari basin, through Manjira river, Karnataka is also contributing in Godavari basin. So basin is different, main river flow is different. Basin is a larger area including the main river as well. So the Krishna river is passing through Maharashtra to Karnataka to Telangana to Andhra. But this river is also, because of the kind of water is more important in south, and Godavari Krishna, the big river, then the people of the south quite dependent upon the Godavari and Krishna in that area. Then many dams have been taken up in the past on Krishna as well. These are not as big as Teri or many more big dams of North India, but of course these are also important one. For example, one dam in Karnataka in the past, Almaty Dam. One dam is Telangana and also Andhra border, the Sri Sailam Dam, and also very close to that one more dam, Telangana and Andhra border, Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. So which three dams on Krishna river? Krishna river has three dams. A for Almaty Dam. And S for which dam? Sri Sailam Dam. And one more dam, which dam? N for Nagarjuna Sagar. So Nagarjuna Sagar, Sri Sailam and Almaty means which river of the India? Krishna. These three dams and their reservoir of course to hold the water. But Almaty Dam, which state? Karnataka. And Sri Sailam, Nagarjuna Sagar completely Telangana or Andhra or border of Telangana, Andhra? Telangana, Andhra. And Telangana is no more the part of the Andhra. 2014 onwards, Telangana the new state. Then after the division of the Andhra and Telangana, now some dispute have come up. How to share the water of Sri Sailam and Nagarjuna Sagar. So recently some issues also coming up between Andhra and Telangana. So Sri Sailam, Nagarjuna Sagar purely you can say Andhra or Telangana or both? Telangana, Andhra, both. And we are observing some problem are coming up. श्री सैलम डैम को लेकर नागार्जुन सागर डैम को लेकर तेलंगाना आंध्रा के बॉर्डर पर तेलंगाना आंध्रा इन दैट रीजन. So these are the famous dam. But Krishna River, if we discuss here, then this famous river is also having the many tributaries, just like here. So if we focus on the tributaries also, then which famous tributary is also on the Krishna? Then in sequence in the big, you can say this side. One river is Koina River. Which river? Koina. And one river is the Ghat Prabha River. Which river? Ghat Prabha. And also one more river, Dudh Ganga. As I said, many names like Ganga. So much important Ganga in south as well, with the respect. And many rivers have been named after the Ganga. Dudh Ganga, Pen Ganga, Vain Ganga in South India. So Dudh Ganga is also one river tributary of Krishna, and one more river similar to Ghatprabha, Malprabha. These three rivers nearby each other, or four rivers, not far away, Malprabha. But largest tributary full of water, Tunga Bhadra. Which river? Tunga Bhadra. And one river that is longest tributary, Bhima River. These are the famous river, Tungabhadra and Bhima. And one small river also you can note down, Musi River. Which river? Musi River. For example, if we say the name of the river, then first this river is there, and this river is going, it is slightly high area, Western Ghat, and joining in this area. And this river we call K for which river? Koina. And which river this one? Ghat Prabha. And which river this one? Malprabha. In between which river? Dudh Ganga. But which river is further important one here? Which river this one? Tunga Bhadra. And which river this side, famous river here? Bhima River. And which one is the small river here? The Musi River. So Krishna River ko if we make separate here and we discuss this river, then suppose one simple diagram we draw here of Krishna. Krishna River. Then suppose it is the Krishna River. Krishna River. Then Krishna River having the tributary here. Which river? This river the coming from this side here. K for Koina and G for Ghatprabha, D for Dudh Ganga, M for Malprabha. And which river this one? Tunga Bhadra. And which river this one? Bhima River. And which river this one? The M for Musi River. This river. And little bit about their information, Koina, Ghatprabha, Dudh Ganga, Malprabha also you can note down. So these lines you can draw. For example, regarding the Koina, Koina the river of which state in your opinion? Maharashtra, Western Ghat side, and this river is also famous for Koina Dam. So Koina is famous for Koina Dam. It is the largest dam of Maharashtra, कोयना डैम. एंड इसके आसपास के एरिया में अर्थक्वेक या seismicity भी एक्सपीरियंस की जा रही है. And some scholars say it is the man-induced seismicity. The water of this reservoir putting pressure on the rocks. Rocks are under stress by water pressure, hydrostatic pressure, and then time to time minor earthquakes. So Koina Dam के आसपास which problem we are observing? Seismic activities near Koina Dam, Maharashtra. So कभी कभी न्यूज़ में आता है कोयना डैम, बट कोयना ए फेमस डैम हियर in Maharashtra, Satara district. And Ghatprabha, if we focus here, Ghatprabha, then Ghatprabha, the river of the Maharashtra, but little bit Karnataka also. This is the river of Maharashtra and Karnataka. And Dudh Ganga also Maharashtra, Karnataka. Maharashtra, Karnataka में linguistic problem also there. Sholapur district of Maharashtra, Kannada speaking population also with Marathi population. And also one more district of Karnataka, the which district? Belgaum district or Belagavi. So here Marathi speaking population is also living in Karnataka region, Belagavi district. तो कभी कभी घाट प्रभा दूध गंगा वाला रीजन जो है, ये एक रीजन है जैसे कि महाराष्ट्र के कौन से एरियाज में आ जाते हैं? शोलापुर, विच एरिया? Sholapur. Karnataka demanding sizable population is also Kannada speaking. So Sholapur must be given to Karnataka. Sholapur is part of Maharashtra. But which area is also there of Karnataka here? Belagavi or Belgaum. बेलगाम या बेलागावी में ये किस स्टेट के अंदर है बेलगाम? कर्नाटका. एंड कर्नाटका इज here the control, but Maharashtra demanding Belgaum, Belagavi, because of the Marathi speaking population also there. So the boundary was drawn on the language basis, then some discrepancies remained there. And Sholapur and Belagavi or Belgaum area, we have two rivers. Which rivers? Garbhava, Malprabha, this Dhodganga. Malprabha river is also Belgaum, Karnataka. Hmm? Sholapur and Belgaum nearby each other. Suppose ये वाला एरिया कौन सा एरिया यहाँ पर ये शोलापुर महाराष्ट्र एंड विच एरिया दिस वन? बेलगाम एरिया. तो ये जोन ने न्यूज़ में चल रहा था शोलापुर बेलगाम रीजन. शोलापुर इन विच स्टेट? महाराष्ट्र एंड बेलगाम विच स्टेट? कर्नाटका. But Maharashtra demanding Belgaum must be given to Maharashtra due to Marathi speaking population. Similarly, the Karnataka demanding Sholapur. तो काफ़ी बीच बीच में न्यूज़ आती रहती है इस एरिया में. But they can ask the question. For example, in the past we have seen they asked the question on the Ghat Prabha. Ghat Prabha is a tributary of Krishna. So UPSC could ask the question in disputed area. We have seen disputed area से वो question जरूर बनाते हैं. So Ghat Prabha, Dudh Ganga, Malprabha, but Malprabha is only Karnataka, Belgaum area. And Tungabhadra, it is of course more water, so largest tributary of Krishna. Can you tell me largest tributary of the Godavari? Pranhita. And longest tributary of Godavari? Manjira. Largest tributary of the Brahmaputra and longest tributary of Brahmaputra, same river, Subansiri. Largest tributary of the Ganga, Ghagra, longest Yamuna. Largest in case of Indus, Chenab, longest Satluj. In case of the Krishna river, Bhima is the longest. And Tungabhadra is the largest. But Tungabhadra river, in your opinion, Tungabhadra river is passing through which two states? Karnataka and Telangana. River of Karnataka and Telangana. तुंगभद्रा में काफ़ी हिस्टोरिकली रेलिवेंट रहा है ये एरिया. फर्टाइल लैंड, दोआब लैंड. एंड यहाँ पर बेसिकली विच रूलर्स ऑल्सो रूल्ड इन द पास्ट? विजयनगर, बट बिफोर विजयनगर इवन चालुक्य रूलर्स. So Tungabhadra river is also the river. Tungabhadra you can write down separately. Tungabhadra. Actually Bhadra is different river, Tunga is different river. They join together, we call Tungabhadra. And Tungabhadra remained the zone of the Chalukya rulers. Later on, in medieval time, Vijayanagar Empire as well. So Vijayanagar on the bank of which river? तुंगभद्रा इन कर्नाटका. पर चालुक्य रिवर की कैपिटल भी इसी रिवर पर है, हम्पी. नॉट कैपिटल, रादर चालुक्य रूलर की कैपिटल तो नहीं बल्कि एक मेन सेंटर रहा है चालुक्य रूलर का, हम्पी टाउन. तो हम्पी इज ऑन द बैंक ऑफ विच रिवर? तुंगभद्रा. विजयनगर ऑल्सो ऑन द बैंक ऑफ विच रिवर? तुंगभद्रा. इन विच स्टेट? कर्नाटका. तो अगर क्वेश्चन आता है विजयनगर हम्पी मीन्स विच रिवर, then UPSC asked this question, Hampi on the bank of which river? Tungabhadra. So Hampi, Vijayanagar, these kind of places, the rulers, history में आप पढ़ेंगे इस पार्ट को. तुंगभद्रा पर एक स्टील प्लांट भी है, विजयनगर स्टील प्लांट, एंड भद्रावती स्टील प्लांट इज ऑल्सो देयर. और तुंगभद्रा पर एक प्लेस और भी है, भद्रावती. एंड भद्रावती इज ऑल्सो मिनरल रिच एरिया, आयरन रिच एरिया दिस बेल्ट, भद्रावती स्टील प्लांट. विजयनगर में भी स्टील प्लांट है, भद्रावती में भी स्टील प्लांट है. So Karnataka also famous for steel plant near Tungabhadra. And Tungabhadra the largest tributary, longest tributary, largest tributary. But which river is the longest tributary? Bhima. Bhima ka flow, of course, which state? Maharashtra and little bit Karnataka and Telangana. बट महाराष्ट्र में एक प्लेस पड़ता है भीमा रिवर पर, पंढरपुर टाउन. विच टाउन? पंढरपुर. यूपीएससी ने क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया. एंड पंढरपुर रीजन में भीमा रिवर की जो शेप है वो ऐसी हो जाती है बिल्कुल मून शेप, मून जैसा लगती है बिल्कुल ऐसे, क्रिसेंट शेप, मून शेप. एंड ड्यू टू दिस रीजन भीमा रिवर इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड बाय अनदर नेम इन पंढरपुर एरिया, Chandrabhaga. One more river Chandrabhaga in India, in Himachal, Chenab, Chandrabhaga, if you recall. One more river, the Bhima river also having one name Chandrabhaga. Due to which shape? The moon shape. In which town? Pandharpur town. तो यूपीएससी ने एक बार डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन बनाया, पंढरपुर ऑन द बैंक ऑफ विच रिवर? Chandrabhaga was given, not Bhima was given. And people got confused, Chandrabhaga is Chenab. But Bhima is also known as Chandrabhaga. We did not discuss in the class this part. So some information can come from the local geography. That could be difficult for any candidate unless we have the idea of the Maharashtra. It is difficult to address these kind of questions. But UPSC की एक नेचर है कि पुराने क्वेश्चन आए उसको दोबारा रिपीट कर सकते हैं किसी फॉर्म में. That's why we also mention those answers. So Bhima river is also known by which name? Chandrabhaga. Another river of the India, Chandrabhaga, Chenab. Chandrabhaga together one join in Himachal, in Lahaul Spiti Valley, Chenab. And Pandharpur, a town on the bank of Bhima or Chandrabhaga. In which state? Maharashtra. So it is about this part. But Musi river is also there. Musi river is basically famous for which city of Telangana? Hyderabad. Hyderabad on the bank of Musi. Hyderabad is Musi. एक क्वेश्चन आया यूपीएससी में मेंस में कि ईयर 2020 पुणे एंड द हैदराबाद एक्सपीरियंस फ्लड. देन वन आंसर वी मे राइट डाउन हैवी रेनफॉल and rivers flowing in that area overflowed here. But once you write down the name of the river also, Musi river, then more marks you will be fetching, of course. It is important that some famous rivers in big cities, like Musi river, which city? Hyderabad. So Hyderabad on the bank of Musi river. So this much is enough for which famous basin? Krishna basin. Can you tell me area wise Krishna basin, fourth largest basin of the India? First, in which river? The Ganga basin, then the Indus basin, then Godavari basin, then Krishna basin. Brahmaputra basin is smaller in India because major part of Brahmaputra in Tibet. But of course, Krishna basin also sizable area, major part of Karnataka in Krishna basin. Yes, please. Musi river is Telangana because Hyderabad is in Telangana. If you apply the logic also, Hyderabad the capital of Telangana. तो Musi river कहाँ पर होनी चाहिए? तेलंगाना. Only in तेलंगाना, ये भी करेक्ट है. Only in तेलंगाना. आपने वेरीफाई किया कि आंध्रा कहीं ना कहीं तो फिट करते हैं, तो फिट हो नहीं पाया. ये तेलंगाना ही तेलंगाना रहेगा. So Musi river is the river of Telangana and city Hyderabad on the bank of Musi river. So here, but one way could also be there कि जो diagram we draw, then some already diagrams will be there. Suppose Ganga Brahmaputra basin. This river, Dibang river, Lohit river, and Siang is nothing but Brahmaputra. Subansiri river is coming from here, and Bharali or Kameng river, also Manas river, Sankoch river. In between also one more river is there, Raidak river, Tista river, and Dhanchari river, और भी छोटी river है, बोड़ी देंगे etc. एंड दामोदर रिवर के जोन में दामोदर हुगली आसपास और भी रिवर है, अजय रिवर, बाराकर इज ट्रिब्यूटरी ऑफ दामोदर मैथॉन डैम. छोटी छोटी रिवर और भी हैं इस जोन में। कंसाबाती क्वेश्चन आया था, क्वेश्चन कंसाबाती, ये गंगा बेसिन तो है ही। ये कौन सा बेसिन होगा? महानदी। तो ये डिफ़िकल्ट है मैप पर, इतना आसान नहीं होगा। महानदी रिवर, शिवनाथ रिवर, हसदो रिवर, मंद रिवर, ऑल्सो स्मॉल स्मॉल ब्राह्मण रिवर नॉर्थवर्ड। एंड विच बेसिन? कृष्णा बेसिन। कृष्णा बेसिन में सपोज कृष्णा रिवर, कोयना, घाटप्रभा, मालप्रभा, तुंगाभद्रा, भीमा रिवर. Which dams also there? नागार्जुन सागर, also Sri Sailam, and also Almaty नहीं दिया हुआ इस पर अभी। Here, मुनेरू इज ऑल्सो वन ट्रिब्यूटरी। तो मुनेरू भी एक ट्रिब्यूटरी है कृष्णा रिवर के अंदर। आई थिंक मुनेरू कहाँ दिया है इसमें? राइट साइड। हाँ हाँ, ये देखिए मुनेरू रिवर, हाँ राइट है। देखिए अब मुझे भी याद नहीं आ रहा है, तो अब आप सोचिए जब इतना करने पर भी याद नहीं आ रहा है तो आपको क्यों परेशान होना है? हाँ हाँ ऑफ कोर्स। हाँ, तो ये मानकर चलेंगे कि हाँ इतना ना ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन है कि सब कुछ याद नहीं हो पाएगा, बट धीरे धीरे सीखते जाएंगे बस। तो अब नेक्स्ट क्लास में बताऊंगा तो बता देंगे राइट पर है मुनेरू, इधर है। हाँ हाँ, तो मुनेरू रिवर इज देयर। बट वन यू कैन से दी, कौन सा डायग्राम आपको ईजी लगता है याद करने में? ये डायग्राम ईजी रहते हैं, द थिक लाइन्स। आई विल सजेस्ट ए थिक लाइन वी कैन ड्रॉ। स्वर्णरेखा, ब्राह्मणी, महानदी, गोदावरी, कृष्णा, थोड़े और ज़्यादा लाइन बना दें ट्रिब्यूटरीज वगैरह की। गोदावरी बेसिन ये वाली है, गोदावरी। एंड वन point also there, we discuss Godavari and Krishna, but Godavari Krishna parallel to each other, these are having any natural connectivity or no natural connectivity? Godavari and Krishna, these are the independent river, Krishna. And here it is Godavari and this side is Krishna, almost parallel, almost similar length. बट ये नेचुरली मिल नहीं रहे आपस में, इनके अंदर बीच में सेपरेशन है। एंड एक लेक भी है इनके बीच में, फेमस लेक है कोलेरू लेक। विच लेक? कोलेरू लेक। कोलेरू लेक इज बिटवीन विच टू रिवर? बिटवीन गोदावरी एंड कृष्णा। एंड दिस क्वेश्चन यूपीएससी आज वंस इन 1993 और 97, 98 के अराउंड। Nearly 20-25 years back this question got asked. The Koleru last year इसको रिपीट किया स्टेटमेंट बनाकर, कोलेरू लेक ऑन कृष्णा रिवर। बट ऑलरेडी यूपीएससी हैज गिवन दिस क्वेश्चन, कोलेरू लेक इज बिटवीन गोदावरी एंड कृष्णा, नाइदर गोदावरी नॉर कृष्णा, रादर इन बिटवीन। एंड अब थोड़ा मॉडिफाई किया लास्ट ईयर, क्या किया कि कोलेरू ऑन द बैंक ऑफ कृष्णा। करेक्ट और इनकरेक्ट? इनकरेक्ट। इट इज़ बिटवीन गोदावरी एंड कृष्णा, नाइदर गोदावरी नॉर कृष्णा। तो PYQ से डिफ़िकल्ट क्वेश्चन लगा लोगों को, नहीं कर पाए, पर अगर हम PYQ कर लेंगे तो फिर भी हो सकता है। कोलेरू लेक, जो रेनफॉल भी है इस जोन में वो भी हेल्प कर रहा है। डिप्रेशन होगा, लो लाइंग एरिया है, पानी भर जाता है आसपास का, कुछ चैनल आ जाएंगे ऑफ कोर्स। बट विच डैम आंध्रा इज बिल्डिंग अप इन गोदावरी? डू यू रिकॉल दिस डैम? पोलावरम डैम। एंड इस डैम से एक आर्टिफिशियल कनेक्शन भी जोड़ा जा रहा है इस जोन में, एंड दिस कनेक्शन वी आर कॉलिंग पोलावरम कैनाल। सो गोदावरी कृष्णा लिंक इंटरलिंकिंग रिवर प्रोजेक्ट फॉर साउथ इंडिया। इंटरलिंकिंग रिवर प्रोजेक्ट का पार्ट है लाइक केन बेतवा। एंड दिस लिंक इज बेसिकली कंप्लीट बाय विच कैनाल? फ्रॉम विच डैम? पोलावरम कैनाल। And it will help which area of the Andhra? Dry land of the Andhra. Which dry land of Andhra? Coastal Andhra more or Rayalaseema? Rayalaseema. So benefit to Rayalaseema. For example, Indira Gandhi Canal benefit to which area? Thar Desert, Rajasthan. And Ken Betwa River link benefit to which area of UP/MP? Bundelkhand. एंड कलेश्वरम पर्पस क्या है वो अलग बात है, प्रॉब्लम आई है ड्राई लैंड ऑफ तेलंगाना। And the project, Polavaram Canal project, benefit to which area? A water crisis, to deal with water crisis, benefit to Rayalaseema, dry land of the Andhra. रायलसीमा, इस सीमा वर्ड की वजह से इसको पट्टी सीमा प्रोजेक्ट भी कहा जाता है. विच प्रोजेक्ट एज वेल? गोदावरी कृष्णा लिंक हैज अनदर नेम इन साउथ इंडिया, पट्टी सीमा प्रोजेक्ट. कोस्टल एरिया से लेकर रायलसीमा, पट्टी सीमा प्रोजेक्ट. इफ क्वेश्चन कम्स अप, पट्टी सीमा प्रोजेक्ट इज गोदावरी कृष्णा लिंक, करेक्ट और इनकरेक्ट? करेक्ट. It is basically completed by which canal? Polavaram Canal. From which dam? Polavaram Dam. And this project is, of course, completed or under construction? Under construction. कुछ part complete हो गया अभी, under construction. It will benefit the South Andhra, dryland Andhra, Rayalaseema region. Patti Seema project you can call either, and also you can say Polavaram Canal, or you can also say Godavari Krishna link, a part of the interlinking project. तो गोदावरी के वाटर को कृष्णा में ट्रांसफर किया जा रहा है. विच रिवर हैज मोर वाटर स्लाइटली? गोदावरी. देन एक्स्ट्रा वाटर ऑफ द गोदावरी बीइंग ट्रांसफर्ड टू कृष्णा थ्रू द पट्टी सीमा प्रोजेक्ट और गोदावरी कृष्णा लिंक और द पोलवरम कैनाल, वट एवर वी से. दिस एरिया इन द न्यूज ऑल्सो. And other than Krishna river, south of Krishna if you go, then three rivers are there, those have this kind of name. P, another P, one more P. 3P river we can remember in that way. But 1P is which river? This P for Penneru or Pennar. This river, one more P, Palar. And one more P, Pannayyar. So these are the South Indian river name, Penneru or Pennar. Pennar भी कहते हैं इसको, Pennar river भी कहते हैं. Penneru, Palar, Pannayyar. South of Krishna, north of Krishna? South of Krishna. But if I say this river is Penner, इसको Penner भी कहते हैं, and also Palar, and further south for which river? Pannayyar. कहीं कहीं पेन्नैयार भी लिखा हुआ है इसको. नेम में स्पेलिंग डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वेज में लिखी जाती. पेन्नेर, पेन्ना, पेन्नेरू, सेम रिवर. बट विच काइंड ऑफ स्टेट दीज आर पासिंग थ्रू? एनी जोग्राफिकल आइडिया? ये बेसिकली आंध्र प्रदेश में ही रिवर है. अभी भी आंध्रा है. देखिए आंध्रा यहाँ तक है, यहाँ से लेकर ये पूरी बेल्ट आंध्रा की है. बट ओरिजिन कहाँ से हो रहा है इसका? कर्नाटक से. अगर नहीं लगता कर्नाटका तो वेस्ट में बढ़ा दीजिए. सब कर्नाटक से निकल रही हैं. जब तक बढ़ा दीजिए जब तक कर्नाटका ना निकल जाए आपसे. कर्नाटक, हाँ तो कर्नाटका. एंड कर्नाटका टू आंध्रा, द पेन्ना रिवर. बट ये रिवर न्यूज़ में भी रहती है ड्यू टू वन काइंड ऑफ टूरिस्ट स्पॉट इज हियर, वन कैनियन. नॉर्मली नॉर्थ इंडिया हिमालयन जोन हैज द डीप वैलीज, गॉर्जेस canyons. But in south also some canyon like structure in dry land of the Rayalaseema area, जहाँ पे थोड़ी गहरी कैनियन बना दी गई, ब्रॉड भी हैं. एंड आंध्र प्रदेश में रायलसीमा रीजन में इस एरिया में एक फेमस कैनियन बनाई है, दो नॉट एज डीप एज द हिमालयन वैली बट स्टिल इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज कैनियन, गैंडी कोटा कैनियन. विच कैनियन? गैंडी कोटा कैनियन. यूपीएससी आज दिस क्वेश्चन 2 years बैक. गैंडी कोटा कैनियन ऑन विच रिवर? पेन्नार रिवर. एंड इस कैनियन को कभी कभी कलरफुल रॉक का है, ये पिंक ग्रेनाइट रॉक है. सॉफ्ट रॉक गॉट कट बट हार्ड रॉक इज स्टिल विजिबल हियर. एंड इट इज मेकिंग अ डीप वैली, लार्ज वैली ऑफ हार्ड रॉक, पिंक कलर ग्रेनाइट, अ ब्यूटिफुल स्ट्रक्चर. एंड ड्यू टू दिस ब्यूटिफुल स्ट्रक्चर इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज ग्रैंड कैनियन ऑफ इंडिया. विच स्टेटस गिवन टू दिस कैनियन? Grand Canyon of India. But Grand Canyon in reality in which area, which country? USA. Suppose in USA, one river in the USA, in the dry land of the USA, we a famous valley is there. ये ड्राई लैंड है यूएसए की. एंड यहाँ पे एक रिवर है, कोलोराडो रिवर. विच रिवर? कोलोराडो रिवर. एंड दिस रिवर is famous for one canyon, very beautiful canyon, Grand Canyon. टूरिस्ट स्पॉट है यूएसए का, फेमस टूरिस्ट स्पॉट। यूएसए में कुछ अट्रैक्शन, उसमें ग्रैंड कैनियन भी एक बहुत बड़ा अट्रैक्शन है, मेड बाई कोलोराडो रिवर, ए बिग कैनियन। तो ये इस तरह की वैलीज बनी हुई हैं, कलरफुल स्ट्रक्चर्स वाली। एंड दिस स्ट्रक्चर्स यू कैन से हार्ड रॉक हियर। तो काफ़ी मूवीज़ की शूटिंग भी होती हैं, काफ़ी एडवेंचर एंड मेनी गेम्स ऑल्सो। बॉलीवुड मूवीज़ के सॉन्ग भी काफ़ी। बहुत से हीरो को देखा, उन्हें हाथ फैला दिए तो समझ ली ग्रैंड कैनियन के होंगे बहुत सारे। तो ग्रैंड कैनियन यूएसए। तो कोलोराडो रिवर, Grand Canyon, similar kind of canyon is also there of a smaller scale, of course. The Gandikota Canyon made by which river? River Pennar. In which state? Andhra, Rayalaseema region. So this information also you can note down. Palar River is river of 3 states. Can you give me 3 states? Karnataka. It is making boundary northward Andhra, southward Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu is not a big state area wise. In South India, Karnataka is bigger than Tamil Nadu. In population, Tamil Nadu has more population, but as far as area-wise, Karnataka is bigger one. So Pala River, Karnataka, and then Tamil Nadu and Andhra. First Andhra में और आंध्रा से तमिलनाडु बॉर्डर बनाई गई है रिवर। आंध्रा तमिलनाडु नेचुरल बाउंड्री, आंध्रा तमिलनाडु बाउंड्री। अब ये कौन सा स्टेट आ जाएगा फर्दर साउथ? तमिलनाडु। तो पन्नैया रिवर विच टू स्टेट? कर्नाटका एंड तमिलनाडु, नॉट आंध्रा। बट इस पर डिस्प्यूट भी हो गया है कर्नाटका तमिलनाडु में। कर्नाटका एंड तमिलनाडु द स्टेट एंड आंध्रा even more water crisis, tropical area, more sunlight throughout the year, more evaporation, and hard rocks not allowing rainfall to percolate, maximum water through the river falling into ocean again if we don't use that. So many states trying to control this river water by making the storage. So small structures. But then states, if one state will develop the structure, another state will also, you can say, will be against of that. तो कर्नाटक तमिलनाडु में रिसेंट डिस्प्यूट हुआ है फ्यू मंथ्स बैक ऑन पन्नैया रिवर। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा है कि सेंटर को ट्रिब्यूनल बना देना चाहिए, तभी बन सकता है ट्रिब्यूनल फ्यूचर में पन्नैया रिवर पर। बट विच रिवर द मोस्ट डिस्प्यूटेड रिवर ऑफ entire India and especially south of Pannayyar between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, the dispute? Kaveri River. So Kaveri River is also southern river, east flowing river. Kaveri River is like that. It is a Kaveri. So Kaveri River also we can discuss here. The river Kaveri. So one by one. So you may note down also the river Kaveri. So suppose if I say, are you able to recall the river name? First we have took up the Chota Nagpur. Which river we have discussed this one? Which river then? Swarnarekha. And then which river this one? Brahmani. And which another river here? Baitarni. And these rivers you can say, then which river this one? Mahanadi. And which tributary Mahanadi? Shivnath and Hasdo river. And also the kind of you can say which is small river coming from eastern Ghat, disputed between Andhra and Odisha, Nagavali, Vamsadhara. And which river this one? River Godavari. And which tributaries of Godavari can you recall this tributary? Purna, Penganga, Varda and Venganga, and the joint water is making which water? Pranhita. And which river this one coming from Chhattisgarh and Odisha side? Indravati. And which river this one? Manjira. Are you able to recall this part? Polavaram Dam here. And then which parallel river is running also? River Krishna. And river Krishna has many dams like Nagarjun Sagar, Sri Salem, Almaty. But इसकी tributaries कौन सी हैं ये वाले river? Small river. K for Koina, J for Ghatprabha and Dudhganga and Malprabha. And also which river? Tungabhadra. And which river this one? Bhima river. And which river this one? Musi river. And which three rivers? Pennar, Palar and Pannayyar. Then which river afterwards? The river Kaveri. That is the Kaveri river. So I will suggest that twice or thrice if you make the diagram in the sequence north to south, it will be easy for you. You can write down Pennar, Pallar, Pannayyar. You can write down the Koina, the Ghatprabha, the Dudh Ganga, the Malprabha, the Tungabhadra, the Mahima, Musi. You can also Purna, Penganga, Varda, Venganga, Pranhita section, Manjira, and also Indravati. This symbol will be very useful symbol, and you may check in single. You can see at a glance all the river. But which river you have to focus also? Suppose Kaveri. Kaveri is also written as Kaveri this way as well. Whichever way you write down, both are correct. Britishers use Kaveri. इंडिया में जनरली लोग यूज़ करते हैं कावेरी इस तरीके से भी, रिवर कावेरी. But regarding Kaveri, if I say, again similar to Godavari Krishna in one sense, origin from which ghat? Source, Western Ghat. But this time which Western Ghat? Maharashtra like Trimbakeshwar, Mahabaleshwar or Karnataka? Karnataka. एंड वेस्टर्न घाट में एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट पड़ता है यहाँ पर कोडागो डिस्ट्रिक्ट, एक हिल स्टेशन भी है ये कोडागो डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ कर्नाटका. यहाँ पे एक हिल पड़ती हैं वेस्टर्न घाट का पार्ट, ये ब्रह्मगिर रेंज. विच रेंज? ब्रह्मगिर रेंज. ब्रह्मगिर रेंज जिसमें एग्जैक्टली एक प्लेस पड़ता है तला कावेरी. So if question comes up, Tala Kaveri, the source of Kaveri, correct or incorrect? In Karnataka, correct. But Tala Kaveri lying on which hilly area? Brahmgir. In which district? Kodagu district. As a whole, which ghats? Western Ghats. So UPSC can ask, because dispute is there, then many questions they can frame on this part. So we have to know the source. If question comes from Brahmgir range, yes. Kodagu district, yes. Tala Kaveri, exactly the source. In which ghat? Western Ghat, Karnataka. But then Karnataka to which area this river is going? Tamil Nadu. And in Tamil Nadu, many places are there here. One famous place, one capital of the Chola rulers, which place? Thanjavur or Thanjore. And also very close to that, Chola rulers also ruled in that area, Tiruchirappalli. ये क्वेश्चन यूपीएससी ने एक बार पूछा, तिरुचिरापल्ली ऑन विच रिवर? कावेरी रिवर. बोथ प्लेसेस रिमेन फेमस इन विच टाइम? चोला रूलर्स रूल्ड हियर इन तमिलनाडु साइड. और कर्नाटक साइड पर विच रूलर्स रूल्ड हियर? मैसूर रूलर्स इन दिस पार्ट. साउथ कर्नाटका मैसूर और नॉर्थ कर्नाटका साउथ. बेंगलुरु ऑल्सो साउथवर्ड. बेंगलुरु वाटर क्राइसिस. The Bengaluru lying in which basin? Kaveri basin or Krishna basin? Kaveri basin. Bangalore. So यहाँ मैसूर है, यहाँ बेंगलोर है. Not exactly Mysore and Bangalore on Kaveri, but of course in the basin part of the Kaveri. So it is the Kaveri river. Kaveri river, unlike the Godavari Krishna, short river, long river. Short river is the reason you are aware of that our land is getting narrow, tapering land, very small length. So Kaveri doesn't cover much length. Land is very narrow here. So Kaveri has less water, more water, less area it is covering, less water, because many tributaries will be there. Unlike Godavari Krishna, less tributaries. So Kaveri is having lesser water than Godavari Krishna, of course. Hard rock. And of course, this area, Chola rulers, indication of what? Chola ruler, the old empire. You can say 1,000 years back, approximately 2,000 years back. First AD, second AD, the Chola rulers. Then it means that since the beginning, people lived in that area in the bulk. So it is more populous region or less populous region? More populous. What is the reason Chola rulers preferred or lots of population also in that area? Because the geography is very important of the Kaveri side. Kaveri is very close to southernmost India, and then oceanic influence. And rulers, those ruled here like Chola rulers, they could go easily to which Asia? Southeast Asia, Indonesia, and many more countries. and it was easy for them to have the trade route. So Chola rulers remained due to geography. They basically build focus on the trade part with Southeast Asia and cultural impact. Prosperous society Chola rulers of Tamil Nadu, and gradually more population due to the water, fresh water. They lived around the Kaveri. More population, less water. Then more demand, less supply. And with the time, which food habit is also there in that area? Rice, and also another crop, commercial crop, sugar cane. Both requiring more water, less water, more water. So burden on the water again. With more population, crop also water intensive crop, irrigation demand. Then gradually water crisis occurred here more. तो चोला रूलर्स ने भी इन एरिया में स्ट्रक्चर बनाए थे कंट्रोल करने के लिए. वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट डैम इन द वर्ल्ड, वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट डैम ऑफ इंडिया ऑफ कोर्स, कलने डैम. तो चोला रूलर्स इन द पास्ट इवन मेक वन डैम हियर, कलने डैम. Old dam, of course, first AD, 2000 years back, Kalane Dam by the Chola rulers on river Kaveri in Tamil Nadu region. तो चोला रूलर्स के थ्रू ही बनाया गया. बट कल्याणी डैम वंस ब्रिटिश केम हियर एंड ब्रिटिश ऑल्सो हैव सीन द काइंड ऑफ entire structure, then they renovated it by having the impression that Indian rulers have building a very famous structures like that. Then renovation has been done. और इस एरिया को क्या नाम दिया ब्रिटिश लोगों ने रेनोवेशन के बाद? ग्रैंड एनिकट एरिया. ये एटलस में दिया हुआ ये एरिया ग्रैंड एनिकट आफ्टर रेनोवेशन. और यहाँ पर एक कैनाल वगैरह जो बनाई थी चोला रूल ने, उस कैनाल को रिवाइव किया ब्रिटिश लोगों ने. तो ब्रिटिश रूलर्स फाइनली renovation of Kalane Dam. It is one indication that Kaveri River since the beginning remained the zone of the attraction of Tamil people, Kannada people in the numbers. And gradually the kind of population in that area, either British time or before Britishers, in Tamil Nadu side and also Karnataka side, Mysore region, then more dispute came up. And this dispute largely erupted in which time? British period. So Kaveri dispute is long dispute or recent dispute? You can say that old dispute, mainly British time. British policies also increased the dispute because British favored Tamil Nadu. The reason was what? Because Tamil Nadu at that time Madras presidency directly in control of the British, and Mysore was princely state, Karnataka was princely state and not directly in the control. So British policies were like that, when more water of the Kaveri must be given to which people? Madras presidency people or Tamil Nadu people. Then of course dispute came up. So old dispute, many agreement British favored Tamil Nadu region. 1892 agreement, 1924 agreement. Ultimately British even tried to building up some dam also in this area. For example, ब्रिटिश लोगों ने 2 डैम बनाए पास्ट में, एंड फर्दर डिस्प्यूट ड्यू टू दिस वाटर कंट्रोल. एक डैम बनाया ब्रिटिश ने, शिवा समुद्रम डैम. विच डैम? शिवन समुद्रम. शिवम समुद्रम भी कहता है, शिवन समुद्रा भी कहा जाता है इन कर्नाटका. उस समय इसको हाइड्रो के रूप में कि हाइड्रो पैदा की जाएगी. 1902 में डैम बनाया गया, बहुत पुराना ये भी. एक डैम तमिलनाडु बनाया, मैटूर डैम, 1924 के आसपास. मैटूर डैम इन ब्रिटिश टाइम, तमिलनाडु और मद्रास प्रेसिडेंसी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इस साइड में यहाँ पे मैटूर बनाया और यहाँ पे शिवन समुद्रम, जिससे पानी को कहाँ पे ले जा सके? तमिलनाडु की ओर. But which people got unhappy by British policy? The Karnataka population living in Mysuru and Bengaluru area. And the ruler of Karnataka, the Mysore ruler, even asked Indian technocrat also building up dam so that the Kannada people also can get the water. Then famous technocrat Visvesvaraya. And this fellow also having the expertise here supported the Mysore state also. एक डैम और बनाया गया, कृष्णा राजा सागर डैम. विच डैम? कृष्णा राजा सागर डैम. by Mysore rulers with the help of famous engineer. Which engineer? M. Visvesvaraya in Karnataka. थोड़ा इस साइड पर, जिससे ये पानी कर्नाटका में यूज हो पाए. Then it led to the more dispute. So we can say that since the beginning there was a kind of you can say the competition British and the Mysore state to develop the structures to control the water. And Krishna Raja Sagar, why name this Krishna Raja Sagar? Because ruler name was Krishna. On his name, the Krishna Raja Sagar. The Krishna Raja Sagar not on Krishna river, rather Kaveri river in Karnataka. And Shivan Samudram Mattur as well. And this. And after the independence, then Karnataka said it is no more British era, as Tamil Nadu got favored or Madras Presidency got favored, we need our now share. But Tamil Nadu people said, what is our fault here? It is because of the water availability we lived here. We can't move from this zone now. Whatever water we are getting, we have to be provided here. Finally, this matter, tribunal, Supreme Court also involved here. First time in this area, despite verdict of tribunal, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑल्सो इंटरटेन्ड. और सुप्रीम कोर्ट में अभी भी केस चलता रहता है. तो कावेरी का डिस्प्यूट अभी भी चल रहा है. एंड आफ्टर सीइंग द बेंगलुरु वाटर क्राइसिस, सुप्रीम कोर्ट in recent time, 5 years back even, has announced that some extra water could be given from the Kaveri to Bengaluru. For which purpose? Drinking water purpose. So that was a basic need of the people, Bengaluru people. So Bengaluru is getting the water from which basin? Bengaluru getting the water from Kaveri basin. कावेरी की एक ट्रिब्यूटरी है जो बेंगलुरु के आउटर से फ्लो कर रही है. तो बेंगलुरु द कावेरी बेसिन. So we have to notice it that demand is more, and the reason you are well aware of supply is less, demand is high. And crop like rice, sugarcane, more pressure, plus hard rock structure, plus also the nature of the monsoon, uneven rainfall, sometime more rainfall, sometime less rainfall. This year or last year less rainfall in that area, more rainfall, less rainfall, El Nino year. Next topic, Indian climate, I will discuss this part here, why less rainfall. But overall, and this time to time we are notice, then water crisis in that zone, leading to dispute. Then Kaveri dispute is long pending dispute. Can you tell me that Kaveri में भी tribunal बने हैं and Supreme Court भी involved है. So we are hoping that in future this dispute can be taken care of. But what is the best way of dealing with the water dispute? Besides the crop cultivation in favor of water intensive crop, some other crop as well. Some less water consuming crop like millets crop. And also which irrigation as well, always canal, tube kind of structure or micro irrigation as well. Micro irrigation, rainwater harvesting as well, watershed management as well. But plus people must interact with each other as well. We notice that discussion both the sides, and we must involve which people, politician here or the kind of local people, especially farmers. And farmers, if they sit together, then they would be understanding that problem is not in their own area, problem is also in this area as well. Tamil Nadu farmer will understand the problem plight of the Kannada. It is discussed, a time to time discussion should take place. And then people will be having this idea and they would be having the water saving ways here. तो इसमें सबसे अच्छा तरीका क्या है? लास्ट में बस थोड़ा सा और है. हाँ. आपने इतना बियर किया है. हाँ. That we call distress sharing formula. जैसे सुख साथ साथ बांटते हैं, दुख बांटना भी सीखना चाहिए. डिस्ट्रेस शेयरिंग फार्मूला. पानी कम है तो एक स्टेट ना ले जाए सारा पानी. हाँ हाँ हाँ. थोड़ा सीखना है, शेयर करना है. हाँ हाँ. सस्टेन करना है. हाँ हाँ. इसमें ट्रिब्यूटरीज भी हैं ऑफ कोर्स. कावेरी की एक ट्रिब्यूटरीज को नोट डाउन कर लें. 2 मिनट और लगेंगे आपको. ये कावेरी रिवर है. हैविंग कृष्णा राजा सागर प्रोजेक्ट, शिवन समुद्रम प्रोजेक्ट, मैटूर प्रोजेक्ट. बट इस यहाँ पर एक कावेरी रिवर में एक ट्रिब्यूटरी आके ऐड होती है. एंड दीज नेम्स आर नेम लाइक हेमावती. विच रिवर? Hemavati. One more name, similar kind of name, Arkavati. And also one more river is there that we call Kabani river. Which river? Kabani. Also Bhavani river. Bhavani. And one more river is there, Amaravati. These are the famous river of the Kaveri basin. In Kaveri basin, the tributaries. For example, Hemavati river is this one, H for Hemavati. And then Hemavati which state? Karnataka. And this A for Argavati. Argavati also which state? Karnataka. But Argavati also flowing through outer Bengaluru. Bengaluru के आसपास से flow कर रही है. Outer part of Bengaluru. Argavati river. If question comes up that Bengaluru के बाहरी part पर ही flow करती है. And water of the Argavati very important for the Bangalore. Bangalore flood भी आई थी past में. It is amazing कि एक area में water crisis भी है, बीच बीच में flood भी आई है high rainfall time में. It means we are not able to use that water wastage. One opportunity we wasted because we don't have the storage, mismanagement. But this river that is coming from slightly south side, this river we call which name? Kabani. Kabani Kerala से आती है. Kerala Karnataka river, then going to Karnataka. But Bhavani river is coming like that. Bhavani also Kerala, but going to Tamil Nadu. Bhavani. And also which river further? Amaravati. Amaravati famous river which state? Tamil Nadu. And this basin which basin? Kaveri basin. And here तिरुचिरापल्ली तंजावुर ये प्लेस पढ़ते हैं. अभी एक लास्ट में लिखना पड़ेगा अभी आपको. एक प्रोजेक्ट अभी बिल्कुल कर्नाटका की बाउंड्री पर तमिलनाडु से बेंगलोर के लिए, बेंगलोर है ये, मेकादातु प्रोजेक्ट. ये रिसेंटली अनाउंस बाय द कर्नाटका मेकादातु प्रोजेक्ट टू डील विद द वाटर क्राइसिस ऑफ विच एरिया? टू डील विद वाटर क्राइसिस ऑफ Bengaluru. Announced by which government? Karnataka government. But which state is unhappy with this part? The Tamil Nadu. Because Tamil Nadu is saying if you give the water to Bangalore area, our place is also having the water deprivation more. So Mekadatu also the Karnataka project in the dispute as well. तभी स्टार्ट हो गया है या कंप्लीट हो गया है या अभी केवल बिगिनिंग है? अभी बिगिनिंग है. प्रपोजल आया था. And center also has to give the permission. Many more things have to be done. But Mekadatu news में था अभी काफ़ी. So I am sure that if you just go through the current affairs and same very topic, if current affairs you mix, then it will not be burden for you. तो मैक्सिमम कोशिश करें करंट अफेयर्स को ज़रूर शामिल कर लें. 10% पार्ट, 5% पार्ट. करंट अफेयर्स ज़्यादा नहीं होगा. लास्ट में किसी टॉपिक में अगर नहीं इस समय कर पा रहे हैं तो बाद में चिपका देना जब आप करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ेंगे बाद में. येलो चेट लगाकर अपने नोट्स को अपडेट कर लेंगे आप. तो थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड डिस्कसिंग आफ्टरवर्ड्स रिमेनिंग एरिया एंड विच टॉपिक ऑल्सो विल बिगिन इन नेक्स्ट टॉपिक बिसाइड सम रिवर लेफ्ट नर्मदा तापी अगेन एंड देन विच टॉपिक? इंडियन क्लाइमेट स्पेशली मानसून. इन माई ओपिनियन अगर मानसून का भी क्लैरिटी आपको हो जाएगी देन इंडियन जोग्राफी पर आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड होगा. रिवर, मानसून एंड फिजियोग्राफी. यस नो कर्नाटका, तमिलनाडु, केरला. केरला की रिवर भी तो आ रही है ना. बेसिन का शेयरिंग हो रही है. पुडुचेरी भी आ जाता है. तो जब हम वाटर का डिवीज़न करते हैं तो सबसे ज़्यादा पानी तमिलनाडु को दिया गया है, देन कर्नाटका, देन केरला, देन पुडुचेरी. और कुछ वाटर ओशन में भी जाए.